Hey everybody, welcome back to Pack Talk Podcast, episode number 55. I'm Chad, your host, founder of Canine Revolution Dog Training. We got Ben.
Yo.
Production guy.
Welcome.
Canine Revolution Dog Training. Pack Talk Podcast is sponsored by Canine Revolution Dog Training. And today we got a special topic, because we are dog people. Mm-hmm. We're also animal people.
Right.
And today we're going to be talking about cats.
Huh?
So we're going to be reviewing...
Wait. We're a dog training company.
We are a dog training
We're talking
company.
cats.
We got to understand all animals.
We're Pack Talk Podcast. We're talking cats.
Cats are part of the pack, boys.
I'm down for it. I'm down for it.
Today we're reviewing a book called The Cat's Mind by Dr. Bruce Fogle. Some of our older podcasts, we've reviewed some of his other books. He has books on dogs. He is a veterinarian. He understands a lot about behavior, and he writes some really good books. So today's book is The Cat's Mind. We want to take a deep dive into cats, understand some of their behaviors, because if we have a better understanding of their behavior, just like with the dog, we can live more in harmony with the cat. And the cat is a very interesting animal. I have 3 myself.
Holy cow.
I have 3 cats.
I got 1 cat.
You got 1 cat?
My girlfriend's cat. He's hiding behind the couch right now.
I got 3 cats that live outside. I got 3 dogs. I got 5 chickens and 5 adult guineas.
Wow.
Guinea fowl.
Wow.
And right now, 9 guinea keats. So maybe in a future podcast, we'll talk about chickens and keats. You never know.
I was going to say, are we going to get the chicken's mind at some point? That's what I'm wondering right now.
You never know. So, all right. So we're talking about the cat's mind today. We're going to jump into the book here, have some discussion. So if you guys want to hear about cats, tune on in. Right? We're going to do some deep diving here.
Or even if you don't have a cat.
If you don't have a cat.
This might be good. You show up, maybe you're single. Maybe you're dating.
Maybe you're dating someone with a cat.
Potential person's house. They got a cat. You drop some cat knowledge on them from this book.
That's right.
And then you get married.
Then
2 months later.
Then you seal the deal.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cat mamas out there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of cat daddies out there.
Oh, cat daddy.
So having some cat knowledge is going to be good.
Let's get into it.
All right, so we're going to get into the book here. We're starting off in the introduction of the book. We're talking about the ancestry of the cat. That's important. We know the ancestor to the dog is the wolf. So let's talk about the ancestor of the cat.
All right.
He says in the book, cats are the world's most specialized land predators. The sharks of grassland and scrub. In the cat, evolution created an animal that kills its prey through a single bite, which severs the spinal cord. Pet cats today seldom do this because we have tinkered with their minds. So if we just start off right there, well, first of all, my cats, they're outside cats. They live outside. They do get to come inside at times.
Right.
And you've seen my cats, but you can tell they're specialized land predators if you watch them.
Oh, yeah. They like being outside.
How they operate.
That's for sure.
Yeah. They're hunting. They're stalking, but I didn't know until I read this book and he gets in more detail later in the book, that they genetically have the ability to sever a spinal cord with one bite, precisely placed on their prey's spinal column, which is crazy. That's in their genetics. But sometimes they play with their prey, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of pet cats, they live mostly indoors, so they don't get to practice that genetic behavior. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry to my cat.
Io, he's not doing that.
Yeah.
That's Ben's cat's name, Io.
Io, yeah.
He looks like
Garfield.
I was
orange cat.
I was about to hold back, but he looks like Garfield.
Orange cat. He's an
orange large cat.
Has a bigger figure. Let's just say that. Okay. All right, getting back in the book here. The domestic cat kills its prey and has described how its flattened teeth, canine teeth, actually enter between 2 vertebrae in the neck, severing the spinal cord and killing instantly. The chance in a million bite. Moreover, evolution has given the cat's canine teeth a massive bed of nerve receptors so that it can actually feel with these teeth. Evolution has also equipped the cat with nerve fibers that conduct information very quickly, which means that its jaw muscles have a fast contraction time. So again, just describing how much of a superior predator
The cat is.
Oh, the ultimate hunter for sure.
Right.
Yeah. And they can hunt solo too.
Right. They're like
compared
we'll
to the
about.
canine world.
Oh yeah, we'll be talking in the book, but cats are individuals. They prefer to be solo. You know, there are cat colonies and things like that where if you have like a group of feral cats, you know, they might consolidate around a food source. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, they want to be individuals. And even if they are a colony, they're going to go out by themselves, do things by themselves,
and
return.
Yeah.
Right. Back to the book here. The result of these physical attributes is that mature and experienced wild cats are able to capture prey, feel for the right place with their teeth, and with great speed, bite home with their canines, specially adapted to a flattened shape that will penetrate between even a small rodent's neck vertebrae.
Well, at least it's quick for the prey, you know.
After they're done playing with it.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not in a playful mood and it's just a one and done situation. No pain, no.
We'll get into the details of the play, but it depends on the situation, depends on the cat.
Depends, yeah.
You know. All right, back in the book. Before describing how pet cats think and behave in more detail, it is helpful to summarize the behavior of their forebears. The term wildcat refers to the European or North African wildcat described above. Domestic cat or pet cat means a cat raised in association with humans. And a feral cat refers to a domestic cat raised in the absence of contact with humans. A feral cat is a domestic cat that lives in the wild.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Makes sense.
Wild cats are loners, solitary hunters, who meet others of their kind only for the 5 or 6 days of the year when the female is in heat. They are reclusive animals that hunt at dawn and dusk. Both individual males and females will take over a territory and defend it. This is their protected area, and it provides them with food and shelter. So in European areas, a wildcat can have between 250 and 500 acres
of
territory.
I'm assuming larger cats?
These are wild cats.
Predatory cats?
Yeah, they're wild cats.
Yeah.
I would think like a
mountain
bobcat,
lion,
maybe a mountain lion size.
Mountain lion's big.
Yeah, females are content with smaller areas, males larger areas. So in the wild cats, you know, females generally would have around 250 acres of territory. A male, 500 acres of territory.
I wonder how they're governing that at all times.
We'll talk about it.
Oh, all right.
The size of the territory depends upon the food supply. The more food there is, the smaller the territory that the wildcat will defend.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. And again, this is important talking about the ancestry of the cat, because if we can understand the ancestry, we can understand a lot of the things that are going on, even with our pet cat.
Right.
So the wild cat is the pet cat's ancestor,
Right.
just like the wolf is the dog's ancestor, right? Wild cats mark their territory with urine spray, fecal deposits, and secretions from glands on their bodies. Feces are left unburied at the limits of the territory, but are buried within it. Conspicuous objects within the territory, such as rocks or fallen trees, are visually marked with claw marks. Territories are too large to mark in their entirety, so only the important bits, feeding areas, resting places, connections between them, are marked. Wild cats increase their scent marking behavior when transient cats, wild, feral, or domestic, cross their territory. Scent marking itself, however, is not a deterrent to other cats, for once a territory is vacated, another wild cat will take it over regardless of the number of scent posts. So if we stop right there, watching my cats, they do this. They're
pooping everywhere.
Well,
I'm just joking.
if they're pooping on the inside of the property,
Yeah.
they dig it, poop, bury it.
Yeah,
you know?
bury it.
Yeah. If they're pooping on the outskirts of the property,
They leave it
uncovered.
out.
Yeah. They also have their scratch marks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you have an indoor cat, these are things to consider.
Yeah.
Right? We'll talk about behaviors later. But if you have an indoor cat, urine spraying,
Yeah.
fecal depositing,
We ain't doing that around
scratching
here.
things, right? They may
Yeah.
be trying to instinctively mark their territory.
Yeah.
You know? And then if you bring another cat in, Like if you were bringing a new cat home when you already have a cat, which we'll talk about protocols for that, that could be a problem. Now you might see some behaviors arise. You know what I'm saying? Both males and females will defend their territories against intrusions from both sexes, but females are less tolerant of other females entering the territory. So whenever all 3 of my cats are female.
Yeah.
Whenever I was getting my second cat, my third cat, I had people telling me, your cats are going to fight. Your cats are going to fight. Right. But I kind of followed some introductory protocols where that wasn't a problem, and I provide plenty of food.
Yeah.
You know, I provide a little bit of food to them, but they are out. There's plenty of food.
You want them hunting.
There's plenty of food for them to hunt for sure.
They got to earn their own dinner, if you will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Wildcats have a tendency to monogamy, and this appears to be true when they are in captivity. Interesting. When a wildcat gives birth, she simply scratches the ground and gets on with the procedure. Hardcore.
Scratch the ground. Here we go. Buckle up.
But then almost daily moves the kittens to a new nest until they're about 4 weeks old. This is naturally an excellent defense ploy and adaptive survival strategy for the kittens, moving before some predator gets them.
Move in, yeah.
Most of us will see much of our pet cat's behavior mirrored in that of their wild relatives, but even more can be learned from the behavior of feral cats. And again, these are domestic cats that had reverted to the wild. The studies have shown the amount of food available is the most important factor influencing sociability among feral cats. An important finding, for it means that, contrary to what was once believed, cats are not simply a species of mutually intolerant individuals. Far from it. When circumstances permit, they are highly tolerant of each other and even have an established rank order. It's a lot different than dogs, but they do establish rank order.
Yeah, that is similar to the dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Back in the book here. While male and female wildcats might have territories that overlap with each other, females seldom do. So that might be a male and female that's hooking up. You know what I'm saying? Females are more sedentary and territorial than males. The same is true of feral cats, but the rule is not as strictly followed. Both male and female ferals don't seem to mind having overlapping territories. And when natural food is scarce, they're willing to live communally for handouts from human beings. In these circumstances, a system of social behavior has evolved with stable groups of 2 to 9 females sharing communal nursing, kitten guarding, defense, and food. So they're sharing it. This shows that domestic cats are capable of creating a sophisticated group similar in size and structure to the lion pride, which is also all female. Both groups clump around food sources, and while one has evolved to occur around a herd of herbivores on the savanna of East Africa, there should be no less respect given to the fact that the other has evolved to occur around a different food source that happens to exist in Venus or a park in Paris. So this guy lives in England, so that's why I say that. Where their population is of low density, feral cats are solitary and territorial. But where it is high, they are capable of forming a social group. And naturally, there are a multitude of intermediate stages and still further ones when cats are raised in close and constant proximity to humans.
So the lady cats are sticking together. They're helping each other out.
They can.
Depends on the environment, situation, whatever.
So one thing to keep in mind, probably the biggest takeaways, that's the end of the introduction that I was going to read, but biggest takeaways probably are, number 1, the wildcat's the ancestor. Number 2, they're very territorial. Number 3, the way they mark their territory. Scent, right? A lot of scent marks, scratches, urine spray, poop.
Stuff that we wouldn't pick up as humans. I mean, or like,
you're not gonna see
the
it. The
communication between the animals is scent based for the most part, so we're not gonna pick up on that.
And then the communal relationship. The most important factor is food availability. Those are the main takeaways
for the female. The males don't stick together unless it's with one female, right? Is that what
Possibly.
we read? Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
The males.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta watch out for them.
All right. So getting into chapter 1, the genetics of the mind. A couple of highlights here. He says wild cats eat only live prey. That's interesting because, dogs will eat like dead stuff if they're feral, or wolves.
Yeah.
Wild cats only eat live prey. But feral and domestic cats will beg, steal, or scavenge almost anything.
Sounds like my cat. Takes a little pantry run. Yeah, he's stealing all right.
Yep.
Watch your garlic bread. That's what he likes around here.
All right, carrying on. Let's see. Compared to dogs, cats outwardly appear to carry only a small potential to produce different body shapes and temperaments. So I guess most cats look the same.
Yeah.
I'm not as familiar with cat breeds as I am with dog breeds.
Same colors, probably.
Yeah.
Orange, or how your kiwi, your cat is like.
Yeah.
What is
Well,
it?
color
like
variations.
brown and black with stripes.
There's color variations, but there are some different cat breeds where their ears are a little bit different.
Yeah.
I don't know all the details of
Yeah.
it. He says that cats probably don't carry the genetic plasticity to produce miniature and massive breeds, but they don't know enough yet. Because you know how dogs, they've kind of like, we got miniature doodle.
French bulldogs. Making stuff out of nothing, basically.
Giant schnauzers.
Yeah.
Or like cane corsos or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing in the cat world for that.
So that was the main thing of chapter 1. The end of chapter 1, I had a little highlight here. He says, genetic manipulation of the cat's mind is only just the beginning. The potential is there for us to create as much variety, but also as many problems as we have done with our manipulation of the dog's mind. So what he's trying to say is, as we have continued to try and change the dog or the cat, change the breed, I want this breed, that breed, blah, 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 we're messing with the cat's mind, we're messing with the dog's mind.
Create more problems.
Create more behavior problems.
Genetic
create more
problems,
in general. Genetic problems.
Genetically based,
All right, chapter 2. And the way that he kind of lays out this book is at the beginning, he's getting into the science a lot of the cat, of the dog, if you read the dog version of the book. And then he gets more into behaviors later.
Yeah.
So chapter 2 is titled The Brain, Hormones, and Biofeedback.
Here we go.
This is a good one.
Here we go.
Cats are among the most versatile of all mammals. They learn quickly, highly adaptive, have purpose, are self-programmed, and recall almost instantly in their mind.
Yeah,
right? Not to you.
Yeah, they don't recall. All right. Yeah, that's for sure.
The cat's brain is equipped to meet the needs of a streamlined body. Gram for gram, it is immensely powerful. And when the weight of the brain is compared to the weight of the body it controls, cats have larger brains than all mammals other than primates and things such as dolphins. So primates and dolphins have larger brains, brain versus body.
So they got some big brains in their head is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of brain in that head compared to some dogs.
Now, primates get a little crazy. You got to be careful around some primates.
Yeah.
They'll rip your heads off.
Yeah. Rip your face
You seen
off.
that?
Orangutan grabs the guy.
Dude,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Did you send that?
Yeah, I sent it
I
to
saw
you
it
guys.
on Joe Rogan's thing.
Yeah, he had posted it. That is crazy. That orangutan probably been in captivity for too long. They made him probably depressed or something.
What we're talking about is there's this clip on Instagram. Orangutan's in this like zoo or something.
It's in this cage. We don't even know.
It's in a third. It's definitely not in America.
Third
It's in
world
some
country.
other country.
Yeah.
Because a dude walks up to the cage and the orangutan shoots his arm out,
grabs
the dude's shirt.
He's trying to get away.
Dude's trying to get away. I would have ripped the shirt off, dude. This
I don't know.
dude's not ripping his shirt off. The orangutan's pulling him in, and he's got all arms available now.
He's got
a foot.
Yeah, he's got his like arms fully extended to where the cage is like pressed against his armpit area.
He's pulling this
He's
dude
got
in.
his head pressed against the cage too, where he's like almost. He's got his bottom feet locked on to the cage. For support.
Yeah.
And he's pulling with all his might to
He's
get the
pulling
guy
this dude to the cage.
to
You
the
think he's gonna
cage.
bite him, dude?
I don't know what was. I thought, I mean something, but then he ends. If you watch it, it stops like right before.
Well, no,
but he gets the guy sideways.
Right, so he's holding on to the shirt, then he ends up on the dude's leg, and I'm like, dude, there's no way you're getting out of this now.
I thought he might have bit the dude's kneecap.
That's what I
at
thought
the end,
too, yeah.
or something. But the
cut off.
buddy that was with him didn't do much. He like tried to kick his arm or something.
He tried to kick him, and the orangutan went for him.
Yeah.
I was like,
He's grabbing.
I'd be
He's
staying
grabbing
away from him.
everyone that gets close. Yeah, it's freaky.
Dude, that shit's crazy.
freaky, man. Monkeys, primates, they're all orangutans. I feel like orangutans are more chill for. I mean, they're normally the ones that are just like sitting, hanging out. But
That's what you think.
I haven't observed.
And then you get close enough, and they reach in and grab you.
And they're smart. I mean, you keep them in captivity, they might do weird stuff like that.
Exactly.
You know? Doesn't surprise me that he acted like that.
Same thing with the cat, kept indoors.
Yeah.
Its whole life.
Yeah.
You know, because if you think about it like a dog, you take it out on a walk, you take it outside. Like a lot of cats, they never go outside.
Yeah. Needs to be socialized.
It's got a litter box, and then it's got inside.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
All right, back to the book here. The newborn kitten has no temperature control, but its facial nerve is mature and uses its head as a probe. It already has a sense of smell. By 2 to 3 weeks of age, the kitten's brain is sufficiently developed to control, its body temperature and metabolism. It can, for example, urinate and defecate without the need for its mother to stimulate these activities by licking the genital region. Mm-hmm. By 4 weeks, it has a conscious perception of space and of its body being touched. And by 5 weeks, it can control when it falls asleep and when it is awake. So we talk about dogs a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of early learning stuff going on. Same thing with the cat. Mm-hmm. Same thing with any animal. Same thing with my guineas at home now.
Right.
All right. Cats sleep away almost 2/3 of their lives, spending almost twice as much time asleep as most other mammals.
Yeah.
And the amount of time they sleep will vary with how hungry they are, the weather, how old they are, or whether there is a chance for sexual activity. Warmth, security, and a full stomach, the hallmarks of most house cats, will provoke sleep at almost any time.
Yep, sounds about right.
I mean, that's a house cat right there.
Yeah, that's my cat.
I mean, weather, definitely. When it's super hot, my outside cats, they're in the shade, they're chilling.
Yeah.
You know?
Rainy day.
When it's rainy, they're on the porch, they're sleeping, they're chilling. You know, if it's a nice day, they're out hunting.
Just like humans.
They go out, they hunt, they eat, they go back to sleep.
Yeah. They wake up to hunt, to eat, and then they go back to sleep. Yeah.
Yep.
Lazy boys.
All right. This is super important here, talking about early development. Kittens that are exposed to sensory stimulation when they are young. Kittens that use their balance, hearing, sight, taste, and smell grow up to be bigger cats with bigger brains that have more connections between the cells than kittens which are denied these sensory stimuli. Same thing with dogs.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So one of the things that we recommend with dogs is if you're a breeder and you have a puppy, you have a litter, pick them up every day.
Yeah.
Pick them up, move them around a little bit, stress them out just a little bit.
Yeah.
Put them back with their mama.
Yeah.
You know, do the same thing with kittens. Challenge them. They got to use their balance. They got to use their hearing, sight, taste, and smell as they develop. You know what I'm saying? That's going to enable the cat to be, you know, the maximum potential it can be. You know?
Yeah. Exposure early as possible.
Early exposure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing with my guineas. Just saying, boys.
Waiting for the Guineas Mind book to come.
That goes.
Can we get Bruce Fogle on the mic?
That goes for any mammal though. Kids too.
Yeah.
I feel like kids too.
For sure.
All right. Last section of this chapter. Super cats are those that find life interesting. Understimulated cats have smaller brains than those that have led more active lives. If we are to keep them as house pets, we owe it to them to make their lives as interesting and as fulfilling as possible. If we do, we satisfy both the cat's need for mental stimulation and our enjoyment of seeing them behave to the maximum of their potential.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Super cats, I guess you would say, is ones that have that early development.
Most likely outside cats, probably.
Or a hybrid indoor-outdoor.
Yeah, indoor-outdoor, yeah.
If you have an indoor cat, you need to try and make the environment as stimulating to them as possible where they can use their drives, use their prey drive.
Yeah.
You know?
Build an obstacle course in the house.
Obstacle course. Or you could get some live mice.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know about that part, but, you know.
That's how
maybe
you stimulate
get
the prey
some of
drive.
those toys that move around on their own.
Live. Go live.
Well, don't
let
a live mouse loose in your house.
Do
not do that.
Get you a little kiddie pool. Set up a part of your house where you can put it in there. Put the mouse in, let your cat get it.
We'll leave that up to the viewer at your own discretion.
All right, chapter 3 is called The Senses. It can be difficult to imagine the sensory world of another animal. So pause right there. This makes me think. Put yourself in the other person's shoes.
Right.
Put yourself in the other animal's shoes.
Other cat's paws, if you will.
So that's what I say when I'm talking to people about their dogs.
Yeah.
Look at it from the dog's perspective.
Yeah.
So right now we're trying to look at things from the cat's perspective.
Right.
Imagine how your cat is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If something's stressing it out, why? Figure out
Yeah.
why. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
He says that cats cannot see red.
The color red.
They can't see the color red.
Are they fully
No,
other colors?
They
or
can
are
see other colors,
other
but he
colors?
specifically says they cannot see red.
I wonder why.
He said they cannot taste sweet.
Cannot taste sweet.
Yeah. So
like just sugary.
they can't taste the sweet sensation of things,
Hmm.
which is interesting. And he said they don't feel a burning sensation with temperatures that are painful to us.
Like, huh?
So if you have like
Are you sure?
That's what he says. But if
I wonder what the maximum temperature is. that they
it
would
depends on
that they
the
would not
part of
feel
it depends on the part of the cat's body. I'll have to see if I highlighted
One
what
time
he
I
specifically
had
talked about it.
Just cooked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Made some pasta or something. Had one of the, turn the oven off, the stovetop, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My cat, he likes to jump on the counters.
Mm.
He jumps up there when I'm prepping or
Mm-hmm.
washing dishes or something. So, you turn the stovetop off,
Mm-hmm.
still cooling down.
Mm.
So he tried to walk across the oven to get a whiff.
He bounced up.
He stepped on, the burner, and he took off, like it freaked him out, obviously.
He definitely felt something.
But I mean, that's probably like super, super, super hot.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Well, this is the example that he said in the book here about temperature.
Yeah.
He said some stuff I didn't highlight. I'll just read since we're talking about it. All over the skin, there are both warm and cold receptors, which is why adult cats will seek out the shaft of sunlight to sleep and will curl up when it's cold. But except for the face, the rest of the cat's body, and that includes the paws, is relatively insensitive to both low and high temperatures. What is painful to us is certainly not to cats. They will stand with their forepaws in hot frying pans in order to eat the contents of your dinner. So if that's
I
happening,
guess it depends how determined they are.
Maybe.
How hungry they are. What's
Maybe.
the hunger drive?
Yeah.
For sure. Can probably withstand
if
more
this has happened to someone,
intense temperatures.
put a comment.
Yeah, let us know for
Let
sure.
us know what you let us know your thoughts
We
on
need
this
the
one.
story.
We need some
the inside
stories.
scoop.
He said they will lie so close to fires that it will singe their fur. At the opposite extreme, they will walk on ice and sleep on snow with no apparent frostbite to their paws or skin. He said because he's a vet, so he's talking about it. He said pet owners often bring in their frying pan thieves or their burnt coat heat hogs for me to examine, and it constantly amazes me that no such injuries can happen without the cat apparently either noticing or caring.
Yeah.
So it might depend on the cat.
Yeah. Personality type. Individual.
Yeah, he said this relative insensitivity to pain is possibly a consequence of the lack of heat receptors on the body, but also a result of the cat's superior pain-killing endorphin system.
Yeah.
So they might be feeling it, but maybe they don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
If they want that food.
I mean, that makes more sense in that regard.
I mean, dogs are the same way too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So are some humans. I mean, if you need something, you can.
I mean, if
ignore
you're
some
hungry
pain.
enough, you'll do what you got to do,
Yeah. He said the cat's senses are an integral part of its mind, for it is sensory information that stimulates the brain into action and affects both central and peripheral hormone production. The sound of prey, the sight of the scratching post of a competitor, the scent of another cat, or the scent of danger. Mm-hmm. They affect every aspect of the cat's mind. He said the sensation of touch is developed by the time of birth, pressure, warmth, cold, and pain. The basic function of touch is to make the cat fully aware of its surroundings. Touch can be comforting. It can also be painful, obviously. Mm-hmm. All right, so we already read about temperature stuff. The cat's nose also plays a part in eating, for as well as scenting, it gauges the temperature of the food through the heat receptors that are located there.
Huh.
The texture of food is just as important as its taste.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
nose
Io ever stick his nose into something that's hot and still eat it?
I mean, yeah, he'll eat anything because he's obsessed with food. So he'll do a quick sniff check.
Yeah.
He'll get close to it, but I mean,
yeah,
nothing abnormal like that.
I mean, whenever I'm giving my cats a treat or even Io, they'll like sniff it.
Yeah.
They'll like poke it a little bit.
Yeah.
So maybe they're
trying
checking
to figure
the
it out.
temperature. Yeah. Of all the parts of the cat's body, the paws have the most sensitive and exquisite touch receptors. Using this tactile ability, cats will investigate the size, shape, and texture of an object in much the same way as we do with our fingers.
Yeah.
After a first gentle tap, a cat will then touch an object more firmly and will examine it with both forepaws and with the touch receptors on its nose.
Yeah.
Got an example?
No, just cats
You're
always
agreeing.
be doing when you're doing your hand motions. It's cracking me up because cats will
they'll poke something,
Yeah,
and then they'll kind of hold on to it.
Yeah,
kind of roll it around, or whatever.
It always cracks me up when they do this shit.
Unlike pack-living dogs, cats have not evolved to exist in intimate contact with their own kind. A consequence of this is that contact comfort through activities as mutual grooming is not as important.
Yeah.
Contact comfort is, however, very important to kittens, and as we continue to neotize cats to breed them in such a way that they perpetuate juvenile behaviors, the contact comfort behavior of the very young occurs more frequently in the mature. So basically that's an issue that we have with cats and dogs. We continue to treat them like juveniles, even when they're adults.
Yeah.
So this is where the behavior of young animals continues when they're mature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Mother cats groom their kittens by repeatedly licking them, and a sensation picked up by the touch receptors that richly supply guard hairs all over the body. When we stroke our pet cats, we stimulate these touch receptors and recreate in our pets the pleasure of being licked as a kitten.
I wonder why that's when you start petting the cat down his back towards the butt. They raise that butt up. That'd probably be why.
They want you, so we'll get to it, but that's basically what a mother would do.
Yeah.
Get down towards the...
Makes sense.
The
butthole area.
Anal region. Anogenital region.
Yeah.
So that's why they throw that at you a lot. Some cats positively beg for this attention, arching their bodies, stiffening their tails as they did when they were kittens. What they are asking us to do is what their mothers did for them.
Yeah, makes sense. Don't really see dogs doing that, though.
Don't really. I mean, dogs will throw their hips into you. That's a sign of friendliness. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're talking about whiskers now.
All right.
Got any questions about grooming, stroking?
Nope.
No?
All my questions are answered. Let's get on to the whiskers.
We're talking about whiskers, which are super intense.
I do. I have a, before we get into this section, I've been told from my girlfriend what the whiskers are for. You know how cats like to get into boxes and stuff, small areas? Apparently the whiskers are the width of their body that tells them that they can get into spell. Well, all right, that's a rumor. That's a rumor I'm hearing.
That's a rumor we're dispelling.
That's an internet rumor.
All right. Although touch receptors are scattered all over the dog's body, they are developed to the most sophisticated degree in the whiskers.
Right.
So the whiskers are extremely sophisticated.
Yeah.
Whiskers are specially adapted, thick, stiff hairs embedded in bundles of nerves that track back to the brain in the same channel as the nerves from the eyes. So if you understand... That's crazy.
Yeah.
That whiskers are that sensitive.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're basically another form of, it's like the equal of the eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like the tongue that is to the snake almost. It seems like.
Yeah.
Reads things for them.
Exactly. They are well developed on the muzzle, over the eyes, and also occur on the elbows. You probably don't see them as well.
You
don't see them as well. They're probably smaller on the elbows.
Or they look like fur.
Yeah. They seem to have three functions. They protect. If you touch the whiskers over a cat's eye, it will blink. They touch, and in doing so, they give their owner information. For the example, the size of a hole in a fence. So, what Lauren said.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't say it's the width of the body, but they do give information on the size.
Information
because a cat can squeeze into something that's smaller than it is. You know, they are also sensitive to air currents, and in that way help cats to see in the dark. So they're so sensitive that they can feel air moving through things.
That's literally just like the snake, I feel like. Yeah. That's the only thing I'm directly correlating with it, is it's like a sensor for what's in front of you.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
In the outside world,
that's a good analogy. He said real quick, I'm not going to read the whole thing here, but he basically said cats can't see in pitch black, but it can find its way around with its whiskers because of the way the air's moving.
I thought cats had night vision.
No. Not in pitch black.
Interesting.
All right. Going on to more things about touching.
Right.
Many cats enjoy petting, but on their own terms and on certain occasions.
Sounds like a dog as well.
Some dogs. Sometimes when you pet a cat, it might suddenly turn and bite your hand.
Oh. Or swat you.
You ever experience that?
Not with my cat. He's a good boy.
Touches.
With your cat, I have. With Mango, I have.
Mango doesn't really like it, boys.
Yeah.
Touch is not as important a part of the social vocabulary of cats as it is dogs. Dogs enjoy contact, comfort, and carry it to extremes. Some cats appear to be in a state of conflict when they are stroked too long or in a rough way. The conflict is that stroking is pleasurable, but also intimidating. The consequence is that the fight or flight mechanism is activated. Touch stimulates the brain to stimulate the pituitary to stimulate the adrenal gland. You might notice that if your cat is purring while being stroked, the purr becomes louder.
I was about to say, and that makes sense if you start petting a cat and it starts purring.
The cat might flatten its ears back in a menacing way. It might meow. And then finally, if it has not gotten a response from those behaviors or threats, it will bite. The bite itself is usually only a seizure of your hand, not a serious bite.
Yeah.
But it is the cat's way of diffusing the tension caused by too close and too prolonged touch.
He's telling you to cut it out.
Right. It is a classic proof of the fact that cats are not simply dogs in disguise.
Yeah. Just in case you're wondering, cats are not dogs. We figured that out.
Also depends on the cat, probably. If you have a kitten and you're handling it a lot, it's probably used to it.
Yeah.
If you have a cat that didn't have a lot of contact, then it'll probably be more like my cat, Mango.
Yeah. My cat loves to be pet.
Yeah. Mango sometimes, but it's very limited.
On his term or her term.
On her term. Luna loves being pet.
Oh, yeah.
But she'll also walk away from you.
Yeah.
Mango will just bite your ass.
Yeah, but Luna won't swat you.
Yeah, she'll walk away.
Nothing, yeah. They're a little bit nicer about their...
And Kiwi won't bite you either. Yeah. She'll just walk away.
Yeah.
All right, smell and taste is what we're talking about next. The kitten has a well-developed sense of smell at birth already. Smell and taste are important senses to the cat and frequently dominate its mind. The organs of taste are, of course, located on the tongue. The cat's sandpaper-like tongue is covered with backward-facing hooks that are used to groom its fur and scrape meat off bones.
Now, that is true. Sandpaper tongue is true.
They got little hooks on there.
It feels so weird.
They can lick meat off a bone.
Yeah, they don't. The cats don't like bite or like.
They're not like a dog.
If you have like a pile of food, they'll lick it. Till it's gone.
Oh yeah.
They won't like actually
just scraping it in
pick
their
up
mouth.
a chunk and chew on it. You know, it's so weird to me.
They seem to have more sophisticated taste buds than do dogs. Cats are unusual in the fact that they show virtually no significant response to sweet tastes.
Yeah.
This lack of response to sweet is logical in that cats are true carnivores. Dogs are primarily carnivorous, but will eat almost anything. So it seems logical for them to have rather dull taste buds. Humans, on the other hand, are true omnivores, so taste buds for sweet are just as necessary for those as meat tastes.
Yeah, you don't see a cat eating a sock left on the ground, you know, like a dog would. Talking to you, Joe. Talking to you.
He says, in the wild, cats eat only meat, and meat is high in fat and protein.
It's good for them.
Yeah, beef.
But also, I feel like a lot of cats are leaner. You know, it depends on their food source. Like outside cats are more lean.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that's because they're moving, they're stalking, they're all that.
They're eating that nutrient
dense food.
Yeah, they're not eating excessive kibble or anything.
Right. All right. He says that smell is not the dominant sense in cat as it is dogs, but the sensibility of it is still so grand that we can only imagine its power. So it's better than ours, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right. Hearing. To succeed as a hunter, the cat develops super sensitive senses, obviously.
Yeah.
So the hearing is better than ours as well, just like with the dog. And that makes sense because, cat
as
hunting,
hunter,
they're listening. And if you also look at their ears, cat ears stand up.
Yeah.
They're like freaking sonars.
Mm-hmm.
They can turn them and all that too,
Mm-hmm. I wonder who has better hearing, though.
Cat or a dog?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good.
I thought what's the dog's comparison that it's hearing?
He might say in here. He probably
Can't
does.
Dogs hear like a mile away or something, or is that a myth?
He said,
I feel like cats are
human beings hear sounds vibrating up to 20,000 cycles per second. Dogs hear sounds up to 40,000. Cats hear sounds up to 55,000, maybe even 65,000.
Dang, they got some receptors.
So they have the best hearing.
They got some receptors
the
on
best
them
hearing.
boys. Some satellites on top of their head.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. He said that cats theoretically might have the ability to hear sounds up to 100,000 cycles per second, sounds that only bats can hear. But in practical terms, 55 to 65 cycles per thousand cycles per second is a realistic upper limit. So they can definitely hear more than us or dogs.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. To help gather sound, the cat's ears are equipped with a dozen special muscles to assist them in rotating through 180 degrees and to cock the ears towards the source of the sound.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Intense muscles.
Yeah.
Specially developed and designed to
Just
maneuver that ear.
That's why they're the ultimate hunter.
They're the ultimate hunter.
Have all these receptors that they're able to pick up everything around them.
Mm-hmm. Vision. The cat has little need for color vision. Cats are diurnal animals. They hunt mostly at dawn and dusk, although they are also quite active at night.
Oh, they're active at night, all right.
Is Io active at
night?
Yeah. Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's when he comes out.
He's knocking all kinds of shit around the house, dude. Yeah, he's definitely a nighttime cat for sure. Yeah.
See, my cats, I'll come out to go to the gym at 4 a.m. They'll be sleeping on the back porch.
Yeah.
But once I get up and I kind of wake them up, then they'll get up and kind of roam around. But sometimes I'll get up, they're not there. And then when I'm leaving, I'll see them out hunting stuff.
Go out, hunt, come back, sleep.
Yeah.
You know the pattern, boys.
Yeah. Twilight and night vision, on the other hand, and a facility to see very slight movement, a short, sharp gallop or pounce away, are both advantages for the stealthy hunter, and the domestic cat certainly has these. Their eyes are set well forward on their head, giving them excellent binocular vision. Much better than the dogs.
Yeah. I feel like cats got bigger eyes than the common dog.
Yeah.
Some dogs have bigger eyes than others, but
dogs are going to be, dogs' eyes are set more for the most part.
I guess that is right, yeah.
Cats are more forward because they're when they're looking at something, they're calculating.
Their eyes are closer together too, probably.
Oh, yeah. Because they're calculating, like if there's a grasshopper right here and they want that, they got to pounce and get it. So they got to be very precise.
Makes sense, yeah.
Cats can't see in pitch dark, but as a consequence of these factors, they can make out movements and objects in the semi-darkness that are quite invisible to us.
So they can see it in the dark, just not pitch black.
Right.
Yeah.
And apparently the U.S. Army tried to harness them in war, in the Vietnam War, but it was unsuccessful because the cats are too individual. You can't train them like a dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit.
The Army tried to use them, but it didn't work out.
Wish I could see those lab experiments.
The cats are doing their own thing, boys.
Cat being a cat. There's like thousands of cats in Vietnam now because of the U.S.
Their superb binocular vision enables them to pinpoint the exact position of their prey and to pounce accurately.
Yeah.
Like we talked about. Cats almost certainly see green. They probably see a little blue, and they might see light beyond red. With prolonged and arduous training, cats can discriminate between colors. The fact that the training is so complicated shows that although cats technically have the ability to differentiate between colors in practice, they are not interested in doing so.
They just don't care.
Right.
They just don't care.
They are interested in only seeing it, and for that brightness is much more important. Yeah, that makes sense. He said that our world is horizontal, but the cat's world is horizontal and vertical.
Yeah, because they can get up.
Because they can
get up. We
right,
can't.
Right. They have some intense reflexes.
Yeah.
They jump magnificently and can clear 5 times their own height. You know how they'll just be standing there, then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
they're somewhere else.
Yeah,
you know?
on top of my counter. That's where they are.
Flying cat syndrome is an urban phenomenon. A consequence. That's what he said. A consequence of the combination of our increasingly keeping cats as indoor pets and our living in high-rise accommodation. So he's talking about cats jumping out of people's windows because they live in an apartment on the second floor, and the cat's like, jumps off, doesn't know what's going on, and then, because it's trying to explore. Yeah.
All right, Pooh.
He said, if a cat falls 1 or 2 floors, its injuries are usually mild, and there is a physical explanation for this based on its musculature and skeleton, both of which are adapted for lightning bursts of speed.
Yeah.
In order to run swiftly, the front legs are liberated from the shoulders by not having a bony attachment through the collarbone. That's crazy. Combined with a narrow chest, this means that cats have free movement of their forelimbs, and when they walk, they place their feet nearly in front of each other, which is why they can walk along the tops of fences with such agility, or, as in the case with my cat, insinuate their way through the china and glass of the mantelpiece without knocking anything off. Sorry. Cats also have a mobile backbone in which each bone is attached to the next in a rather loose manner. This allows them to bend themselves in half and rotate one half of the back through 180 degrees relative to the other, a facility that I all too commonly witness when trying to examine a fearful feral cat. Incredible genetic flexibility and mobility.
Do the cats have like lighter bones or something? I seem to think, I don't know why.
I don't think they have lighter bones.
I think I'm thinking of birds. Birds have hollow bones.
Birds, yeah.
But
yeah, I mean the cats have more mobility, flexibility. Obviously, their skeletal structure is different. You know what I'm saying?
That allows them to fall from those heights if they're hunting a prey or they take a tumble or But they're also more rare cases from falling, I feel like, because of their reflexes to walk in front of them, paw in front of the next paw,
Yeah, I think I highlighted it, but we'll talk about one of their reflexes. Actually, I didn't highlight it. But they have a reflex where they can basically, if they're falling, they can turn themselves around in the air before they land.
Yeah. They always fall on their feet. You know the rule.
Yeah.
You know the cat rule.
Yeah.
Always fall on your feet.
Let's see. I didn't highlight some of this, but it's kind of interesting,
Yeah, for sure.
The consequence is that when a cat falls a short distance, 2 abilities are exercised. The first is to use the front legs as pistons or springs.
Yeah.
When the cat lands on its legs, they absorb the shock and prevent more serious injury to internal organs. But in order to land on its legs, the cat has to right itself in the first place, and to do so quickly. This needs to be handled by its superbly refined vestibular apparatus, which is the organ of balance. Special organ
in their body.
The vestibular apparatus, situated inside the ears, is responsible for balance and orientation, and it works in a fascinating way.
I wonder if cats have ear infections or something. If they just start
that's what
falling around,
that's what I was
walking
just thinking.
into walls and shit.
That's what I was just thinking. If your cat's kind of stumbling around, acting abnormal, it may have something going on with its ears.
Dang.
Yeah, crazy. But anyway, the cat, you can drop it.
Yeah.
I think he gave an example in the book. You can pick it up a short distance, drop it. You can hold it upside down, let it go. It'll flip itself over and land.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He said if they fall over 2 floors, there can be injuries. A three floor fall results in the cat bruising its chin.
Yeah, because
the front legs absorb the pressure of the impact, but the head continues on its downward course and hits the ground. This can cause fractures to the canine teeth. Damn.
Which, not good.
Falls of 4 floors can have more serious consequences because the cat has reached maximum velocity. The legs can't stop the speed at which it's falling. Yeah.
But I mean, also, we're talking about 4 freaking stories.
Right.
That's pretty crazy as is, though.
But if you live in an apartment, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
You know,
well, don't have your windows open, dummies.
He said,
don't let them onto your patio.
If they fall over 4 floors, 4 stories, 5, 6, 7, it's fatal. Usually fatal.
Yeah. I mean, you're how much feet in the air? It makes sense. But
he said he has seen cats that have fallen 13 floors and only been bruised.
Yeah, I think I've heard stories about that too. Is this cat fell X amount of stories?
He said a cat has survived falling 18 stories on a hard surface.
Holy crap.
20 stories in shrubs, and in New York City, 28 stories on an awning.
Holy
Good
crap,
Lord, dude.
28 stories? We need to get this cat on the pod. We need to talk to this cat's owner, dude. Probably a feral cat.
That's a warrior cat.
Holy crap. I wonder how injured they were, though, from those falls. I don't know what the injuries were, if any.
Maybe. He said the one that fell, 13 only got bruised.
Well, probably because, it's falling in the bushes or something, right?
Maybe.
Impact. But the one that fell in the canopy, I feel like that's a softer surface than it would be concrete. So that's probably what kept it alive.
Absorbs the fall. Body rhythms. Cats, just like dogs and much like us, are creatures of habit, and their habits are attuned to their biological clocks. But although dogs have the ability to attune their internal clock to ours, cats prefer to live by their own body rhythm.
This is also true.
Cats are individuals, boys. They like being independent. They like being solo.
He knows exactly when it's time to eat. Exactly.
On his time.
I mean, he tries to get you to feed him all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, he knows when.
He'll just break into food, too.
He knows when it's time to eat. Let's just say that.
As any cat owner knows, cats are most active at dawn and dusk, foraging, investigating, climbing, chasing, generally creating mayhem, especially if they are housebound. Cats sleep more around midday and in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Can you agree with this since you have an indoor cat? Mm-hmm. My cats are doing whatever they want.
From like 12 to 4
p.m.?
Sleeping.
In the afternoon?
My cat normally
like right now? Sleeping?
Yeah, he's probably sleeping right now.
Yeah. Then he wakes up. It's dinner time.
He wakes up. He thinks it's dinner. Yeah.
You feed him twice a day or once a day?
He gets fed in the morning whenever my girlfriend goes to work at like 6:30. And then he eats again. Actually, he eats 3 times a day, technically. He has
your lunch.
He has
some of your lunch.
If it's human food, that's not on the menu. He has like 2 main meals. You know, you can consider them breakfast and dinner.
Yeah.
And then he gets a very, very small layer of kibble in his bowl at nighttime before we go to bed.
A little midnight snack.
So yeah, he gets food at breakfast at like 6:30 or something. Eats dinner at like 6:30 p.m. Dinner at or the little snack at like 10 p.m.
You guys have any toys that he can chase to pull his kibble out of?
Pull kibble out of? No.
Like a little thing?
But I do have a puppy Bob toy that I might I might actually put some kibble on that,
might be
see
cool.
if he likes that.
If he chases that.
If he can figure it out.
Attacks it like prey.
Yeah.
You know? All right, we're getting into chapter 4. We're talking about communication, which we've talked about a lot with dogs, nonverbal communication. Same thing with the cat, nonverbal communication.
I'm interested in this one.
Their feelings and intentions are coded in subtle body language and posture, even in the proximity of one cat to another. And although we might have difficulty understanding what they are communicating, they certainly don't. The recipient of the message can instantly decode the communication and knows what is being said. Mm-hmm. Compared to dogs, cats are far less sociable. We knew that.
Yep.
The defense of the personal or hunting territory is much more important than social relationships with other felines.
Yeah.
Cats can and do survive on their own, and their security is not dependent on group activities as it is in the case of most species of livestock or even dogs. And these other species, well-defined dominant subordinate relationships are developed, right? So cows, any type of pack animal, livestock, goats, poultry, chickens,
sheep,
chickens.
Yeah, chickens.
Guinea fowl.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Surprised you thought of that one.
Mm-hmm. All of these types of animals, they have dominant subordinate relationships. Mm-hmm. Like you look at my chickens, you got Bobby Joe. He's taking care of the hens.
He's a rooster.
Mm-hmm. You look at the guineas, you see them fighting every once in a while.
Yeah.
Or one.
They're a little more chaos.
One dude beating up another dude, right?
A little more chaos.
You look at the cats, they're kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah.
They don't really have dominant, subordinate relationships.
Yeah.
Like these other animals.
They play with each other.
Right. Play with each other, go about their own business.
And then, they just walk away.
Dogs definitely have dominant, subordinate relationships, which we've obviously talked about. Humans have dominant, subordinate relationships, subconsciously or consciously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But cats are more involved in distance signals.
Yeah.
Right? Distance signal. They like to keep other cats at a distance.
Yeah.
So he refers to that in this book as distance increasing or go away signals. And then dogs have distance reducing signals, right? Which are two dogs approaching one another, right? So he said that distance reducing signals are poorly defined in cats because their social order is also poorly defined. So again, the dog is a very social being.
Yeah.
It's a pack being, so they have lots of different signals. A cat, they don't want social order.
Yeah.
They want to be on their own.
Yeah, makes sense.
Although distance reducing signals are poorly defined, that is not so with distance increasing or go away signals. Through the use of scent and marking, of body posture and of voice, cats have a wide variety of methods of letting other members of their own species and also members of different species know what is going on in their minds. But also with dogs, like if you have a dog with cats, maybe a cat is throwing a distance increasing signal at the dog doesn't know. You know,
Yeah.
the dog doesn't understand it because
Yeah.
it's a dog. You know what I'm saying?
The only one the dog's probably going to pick up is hissing.
Yeah, maybe.
Or swatting.
Yeah.
Even then, not even a clear indication.
Oh, yeah. Communication signals evolved from previous behaviors. The original function of purring, for example, was to enable a kitten to signal to its mother that all was well.
Yeah.
But of course, a kitten couldn't use its voice to signal as its mouth was busy suckling. So the purr, a sound that doesn't come from the voice box, evolved. Later on in life, the purr communicates different meanings. The mother purrs as she approaches the nest to reassure her young. She purrs as her kits suckle, and that enhances their mutual comfort and feeling of security. Later on, as the kittens mature, they will purr when they approach adult cats or us when they want to play. Purring can also be used by adult cats as distance reducing signal, meaning that you can get closer to them.
Yeah.
A dominant cat in a friendly or playful mood might purr when approaching a young or inferior one. But also, distressed cats will purr as well.
Yeah.
But if you're distressed and you maybe want a familiar close to you, you might purr. You know?
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense if you start petting a cat. You know,
Right.
that was my purr sound. But they'll start purring. You
Yeah.
know, depending on the, I guess the only cat that purrs from yours is Luna.
No,
That's
all
the
of
only-
them
well,
purr.
I mean, from my experience.
All of them purr.
Yeah.
If you get him in the right moment.
My cat, you touch him, he starts purring. He's easy to please.
Mango will come up, purr. You start petting her, she'll bite your ass.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, marking signals. Communication through marking has also evolved from previous behaviors. Sharpening claws is necessary, so why not employ the scratching posts as visual markers? Discharging body waste is also necessary. Why not use the discharges to inform about territory, state of sexual readiness, mood, and status? So these things that have to be done anyway,
Yeah.
they just kind of evolved into marking signals,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Cats also have anal glands, kind of like dogs. They're a little bit different. Unlike dogs, cats have facial glands around the eyes, on the chin, below the ears. Secretions from these glands tell tomcats of the hormonal states of females. And so you might know of the cheek rub from a cat. You know
Right.
how it comes up, it rubs all over you.
Yeah.
It's putting its scent all over you, boys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Marking you.
Cats will, of course, leave their facial gland scent mark on objects they wish to identify as being theirs.
Yeah.
Could be us, for example.
Yeah, exactly. They're marking you. This is my human. Keep away from him.
Yeah. Cats will, of course, leave their facial gland scent marks on objects they wish to identify as being theirs. I just read that. Although their bodies are covered in glands that produce a watery sweat, Cats have these only on their paws. So we sweat.
Yeah.
Dogs do not sweat. Cats do not sweat.
Yeah.
Right? Well, cats do on their paws. These secrete when a cat is hot or frightened. Cats lose body heat by panting and through evaporation of saliva by grooming the hair. So they groom themselves when they're hot to get rid of body heat.
Yeah.
Cats lose almost as much body fluid each day through saliva used in grooming as they do through urine.
A lot of grooming.
A lot of grooming.
A lot of grooming.
The sweat glands help to mark trails by leaving their distinctive odor wherever the cat walks. Although this can be disadvantage as the sensible rodent will pick up on information as to what cat's whereabouts. So when the cat's walking, it's actually leaving a scent.
Yeah.
So they leave a trail.
Yeah.
Right? Dogs do the same thing. If a rat comes upon that, go the other way.
Yeah. Bad day for the rat.
But it's also a signal, like we're talking about marking, to other cats that are coming through that area. Oh, shit.
My
This is a
territory,
trail,
boys.
right?
Yeah.
Between the toes exist some small glands. These are activated when a cat scratches, as are the sweat glands on the pad. So same thing with the dog.
Yeah,
they have glands in their paws. Domestic cats, too, will use scratching posts as markers. The behavior starts early in life and often occurs just after sleeping and close to the sleeping area. Scratching is not just the way that a cat sharpens its nails. The scratching post is a visual territory marker. When I first let Kiwi out of her kennel at my house, first thing she did was start scratching stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
She's trying to mark immediately.
She scratches all the time.
Yeah.
Mothers train their kittens through example, and this is why the intensity of behavior varies from cat to cat. So a cat that's observing certain things from its mother is going to behave more like that.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
If you have a friendlier mother, the
Friendly
kittens will
cat,
probably be
most
friendlier.
likely, yeah.
If you have a more solitary mother, the kittens will probably be more solitary.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Same thing with the dog. Same thing with humans.
Yeah.
Same thing with guineas. Maybe.
Same thing with chickens.
Because the scratching post is like a newspaper to be read by other cats, the same post or sofa or curtain is consistently used.
Oh, yeah.
Does Io have some?
Scratching posts?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have them. He just thinks that the couch is better sometimes. He uses a scratching post, though.
Just as leopards do, cats like to stand when they scratch, so a purpose-made post should be taller than the cat and between 4 and 6 inches. Generally speaking, cats prefer a loose, longitudinal weave, like bark, although there is no universally accepted scratch attractive material. As they scratch, they strip off their old, worn claws, revealing glistening new weapons beneath.
Oh, yeah.
They exercise and strengthen the muscles used to extend their claws, but they also squeeze out scent from the watery sweat glands on their paws and the oily scent glands between their pads, leaving a cocktail of scent, a virtually individual signature of their presence.
So much minute things going on.
A lot of things going on all the time.
In the animal world that we don't even pick up on.
With every animal, too.
Yeah,
We're talking just about cats today.
I know.
We talk about dogs all the time, but yeah. So if you want to make a scratch post, we'll just kind of review. He said it should be taller than the cat because they like to stand up.
Pick your cat up. Okay, stand him up.
Yep. So
all
it
right,
should be
on his back legs.
Probably taller than the cat with the paws extended.
Yeah, stretch that boy out. Yeah. Yep. Get that cat nice and long.
And then
get the measuring
needs to
tape
be
out.
4 to 6 inches wide, and then some kind of weave that simulates like a bark.
Yeah, that's the weave. That's interesting.
Or you could go outside, cut you a nice thick limb from a branch.
Cut a tree down.
Just bring a tree inside.
Just cut a log. Get you a nice log.
There
make
you
a
go.
post out of it.
He said there's another gland used in communication called the dorsal tail gland, sited at the root of the tail.
At the root where it starts. Okay. Interesting.
Because they are produced daily in abundance, urine and feces are the cat's most obvious scent and visual methods of communication. Both of these body discharges give information on who is where, when he or she was there, whether they are ready for mating, what rank they have, and where food has been stored. So all this information's in poop and pee.
That's what I'm saying. Is like so
It's crazy.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That actually is crazy.
Feces is used to indicate rank only the dominant territorial cat does not bury its feces. He said, although lions, for example, defecate at random, feral domestic cats don't. They leave it at purposely.
Random. Oh, yeah.
Lions just poop at all the time.
They just poop and then just walk. Yeah. I mean, those are like the most wild animal out there, though. So, I mean, makes sense. The most primal, if you will. Primal. They don't have any manners.
How about those videos?
They don't got that litter box.
Nature is Metal videos of the cats just taking down some freaking crazy
I like
things.
watching those videos. Was it the Pride?
Yeah.
The Pride hunts together.
Urine marking is the most frequently used method of communication by scent. Cats of either sex will spray their urine on particular objects such as shrubs, walls, posts, table legs, stones, curtains, and trees. Urine spraying is not used for threat, but rather social function. Urine marks are used to spread information about who was where and when. The signal value of urine is lost within 24 hours. So that's why cats will roam around daily, spray their urine.
Well, before I lived here in this house, when me and Lauren lived together, or when we live together now, she had an apartment when she first got her cat.
Was he doing that?
He sprayed like 1 or 2 times in the house, and
he's
cat
marking
pee
territory.
Is extremely smelly.
It's a scent mark.
Yeah, but he was doing it at nighttime, going ballistic.
It's a frequently used method of communication by scent.
Yeah. So is he marking? I'm trying to figure out, is he marking? Because we might have thought that it was mating, trying to get his scent out there. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? This is before he was neutered. He gets neutered, the spraying stops. Or maybe because he finally figured out.
We'll talk about castration in a little bit. But urine spraying is not used for threat. It's used for social function. They spread information about who was where and when. The signal value is lost in 24 hours. So that means every 24 hours they got to mark it.
Yeah.
If they want that information out there.
Interesting.
The urine mark represents the author, the person doing the spraying, in his absence. And in that sense, it has a specific territorial function. But it also surrounds the cat with the familiar, and can simply help it define its own range. Yeah. That happens a lot with dogs, too. Dogs that are anxious, they want to pee a lot in their area. Yeah. So they feel more comfortable because they have their smell a lot. Makes sense. That might have been what he was doing. Maybe. At Lauren's first place. Yeah.
It was like early on when she got him, so that might have been.
That could have been what it was, or he was just marking the territory.
Yeah. Or he was just being a little a-hole.
There could have been another cat there.
Yeah.
I mean, we say a-hole, but the cat has a purpose in what it's doing.
Yeah, you know? A whole variety. I mean, it was in an apartment complex. There could have been a cat outside somewhere. He's picking that scent up.
He could be outside smelling something, makes him uncomfortable. Come inside, I need to feel comfortable, so I'm just gonna piss everywhere, spray everywhere.
Yeah. And he used to be a feral cat.
Oh, that's true. That's right.
I mean, he might have just been doing what he normally did. Yeah, marking that territory to get it more comfortable.
It's true. All right, body postures, body language. Body postures and facial expressions don't simply signal one emotion, but rather suggest the constant shifts in the cat's mind. It's pointless to look at only the position of the ears, for example, while ignoring that of the tail, the angle of the whole body, the arch of the back, and many other body postures. The component parts of the body posture associated with fear or aggression can occur at the same time. A cat may have dilated pupils, suggesting fear, and at the same time growl or swipe with its paw in an aggressive way. It is the ability to express several emotions at once that gives the cat such a rich repertoire of body language.
Yeah.
Any comments?
Just taking it all in right now.
Because of the relative lack of importance of social structure in the cat's life, it has a richer vocabulary of distance increasing rather than distance reducing behavior, which we've talked about. Offensively, a threat is implied by direct constricted pupil stare with the body poised so the cat can suddenly rush forward and strike. The whiskers are forward, as is the head. Yeah. The tail is often held straight out with only the tip turned sharply down. The tip of the tail may wag, and the hair along the cat's back may stand up. The ears are up and turned out, so the opponent sees the back of them. So that would be a cat showing distance increasing. Stay away from me.
Yeah.
Right?
Back it up, Chief.
Defense body displays involve crouching down so that the body is parallel to the floor. The pupils are dilated and the ears laid back beside the head. The hair stands on end all over the cat's body, not just on its back. And if it is cornered, it might roll over to prepare a counterattack with teeth and all 4 feet. This is one of the dramatic differences between a dog and cat body language. A dog rolling over indicates complete submission.
Yeah.
A cat rolling over is exposing the attacker to all possible weapons and is about to counterattack.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I think they also might spray you too.
Maybe.
If they feel the need.
Not all the time.
That makes sense though. My cat might do that, might lower itself. More defensive position if he's trying to tell my dogs to back it up, you know. Dogs don't read that. They just walk right up to them. They get whacked, you know.
So that was because I'm a dog guy. When I first started getting cats, I see a cat roll over. I'm like, oh, it's submitting. No, it's not.
Ready to attack.
It's got its paws ready to attack, all 4 of them, and teeth. He says, relaxed cats roll over too and stretch out their legs.
Yeah.
Yawning and exercising their claws is a greeting ritual. Their ambulance in this position reveals itself when people start stroking their bellies.
Yeah.
After the requisite number of strokes, many, if not most, cats will swat the stroker to indicate they have had enough.
We're done here. We're done here. I'm shutting you down.
The most extreme example of feline expression of fear, the body is arched to highest presentation. Tail vertical. All hair on the body stands on end. The pupils are dilated and the ears are laid back.
Yeah.
To this display is added the hiss or spit.
Yeah.
So I seen my cats do that one time when a fox was going after him. They did that, then they maneuvered away.
Yeah.
No factor.
Yeah. I watched this video recently of a coyote hunting a cat. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it? I might have
seen it. The cat was crawling up.
Coyote's got him cornered on a patio.
Yeah.
And he keeps trying to grab the cat.
Yeah.
The cat, every time he grabs the cat, the cat slices him or bites him or whatever.
Yeah.
He lets go. You know, the cat gets further away and eventually like climbs up on the top of this post where the coyote can't get him. But yeah, he was definitely whapping him, retreat. One
of my buddies, when I was stationed out in San Diego, he had a cat, got attacked by a coyote.
Yeah.
The cat survived.
Yeah,
but the cat was fucked up.
Yeah.
And that cat was good to go. The ears and tails are among the most expressive parts of the cat's body. Very often, the first sign of anger a cat gives is the rhythmic horizontal lashing of the tail. So a horizontal tail wag in a dog is friendliness.
Yeah.
In a cat, it's anger. It begins in a gentle way, but becomes more pronounced as provocation. Provocation continues. If the tail is down, a cat is relaxed.
Yeah.
If it is held high, the cat is active, frustrated, greeting another cat or person, or it is investigating something. So good thing to know there.
Horizontal, not good. Back it up.
Right. If the tail is down, the cat's relaxed.
Vertical.
And the dog, it could be relaxed. It could be a little bit nervous. And the cat is relaxed. If it's high, it could be active, frustrated, greeting, or investigating something. I know if I see Mango walking across the property to me and I say, Mango, she'll throw her tail up.
Yeah.
So that'd be a greeting.
Yeah, that's funny.
If the tail is arched down, the cat is in an aggressive state of mind. Dogs wag their tails when happy and alert. Cats wag theirs when in a state of conflict. They use them for balance, but also to let others know they are worried about something. When a cat's ears are held forward, it is relaxed, exploring, or greeting. Ears down mean aggression, a logical position, as they are less in the way of tooth and claw if they are plastered to the head. If the ears are back and down, this indicates fear, but also aggression. While the head is down, a cat is aggressive. When it is higher, it feels a mixture of fear and aggression.
Yeah. Makes sense.
If the whiskers are pointed forward and fanned out, the cat is attentive, tense, ready to act. When sideways and less spread out, the cat is relaxed and calm.
Yeah.
When bunched together and flattened to the side of the face, the cat is fearful or apprehensive.
Yeah, you can definitely read more about the cat from the whiskers than you can with the dog. The dog has whiskers too, but they don't really do much.
You don't really see it much.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't see, but it's...
You
got to pay attention for sure. All right. Cats are more dexterous than dogs are with paws and claws and use them to investigate and play, but also to intimidate. A brisk slap with the front paw expresses anger or impatience and is used in a disciplinary sense. Quit petting me.
Yeah.
Back off. Water. If a cat is angrier, it will flatten back its ears slightly and box again, but perhaps with a little claw protruding.
Yeah.
When a cat is fully annoyed or frightened, the sheathed box becomes an unsheathed slash. Intense.
You can tell like if a cat swats you.
Oh yeah.
No claws. He's just telling you to, hey, I'm done here. You know, like back it up.
If they're releasing the claws, they're angry.
Yeah, if you're getting actually clawed up, they definitely ain't happy.
All right, we're getting into some verbal sound.
Some verbiage.
Cat language consists of 3 general sound categories: murmurs, vowels, and high-intensity sounds. Murmurs include purring and the soft sounds used for greetings, for calling attention, and for calling for approval. Vowel sounds, according to Michael Fox, who's a behaviorist, are used only in specific contexts. The meow, 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 mew. And others are used to demand, to complain, or to express bewilderment.
Oh, yeah. This is my cat.
Really?
He's complaining
really?
that you're cooking.
Oh.
And he can't have no food. That's what he does.
That's the sound?
He opens his mouth all the way up.
Now Luna comes up walking to you. She's meow.
She's like soft meowing though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanting attention.
But he'll be like,
oh, he's being intense.
He's letting you know.
Oh,
get some.
He wants some food, boy. Yeah. High intensity sounds are reserved for communicating with other cats. The mouth remains open but tense, and by changing its shape, creates different sounds. This produces the growl, the angry wail, the snarl, hiss, and spit.
The angry wail.
Whenever I was first introducing Luna to Mango and then Kiwi to Luna got a crazy growl.
Shoot.
The first time that I was kind of introducing her to the property, which we'll talk about protocols for that in a little bit, but she was growling at me because she was just uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, this cat's growling at me.
Off.
You know?
Yeah. This cat's growling at me.
All right, now we're in chapter 5. We're talking about early learning, the influence of parents, litter mates, and humans. He says that the end of the socialization period in kittens occurs much earlier than in puppies, which is important to know. If a kitten is not exposed to human contact during the critical period for socialization with humans, it could always be timid in the presence of humans, which is the same with dogs. The development of the cat's mind begins even before birth and can be divided into the prenatal period, which is conception to birth, the neonatal period, which is from birth to 2 weeks of age, then the socialization period, which is 2 to 7 weeks of age. In the prenatal period, if the mother is severely undernourished when she is pregnant, her kittens will have poor learning ability, will be more antisocial towards other cats, will be more emotional, showing abnormal levels of fear and aggression, even if the mother is well nourished from birth right through weaning. When mothers have been fed a low protein diet during pregnancy, their kittens perform lower in balance tests. Poorly fed mothers produce kittens that are slower to learn to crawl, suck, walk, run, play, and climb. The kitten's eyes open later, and they don't control their posture until later than young from mothers who are fed well during pregnancy. And this is for any animal and humans.
Make sure the mom's nutrient has her...
Yeah, I mean, nutrition.
Nutrition, yeah.
Super important. Super important. And I can't say how important enough it is.
Yeah.
But before the kittens are even born, it's critical.
Yeah.
If you have a pregnant mother, she's got to be have proper nutrition.
Yeah.
You know,
Frosties.
what Frosties?
Hamburgers.
Burgers are good. The evidence is overwhelming that proper nutrition, good exercise, warmth, and security during pregnancy are all necessary for the kitten's mind to develop to its optimum. Let's see. So kittens, they're getting a lot of their development, obviously,
Before they're even
born. He said that the kitten's righting reflex develops when it is still in the womb.
Yeah.
By the time of birth, the kitten is ready to right itself and hone in on the mother to find a teat and suckle.
It's crazy.
So that's developed before they're even born. That's crazy.
That's probably, that goes to the reason why their brains are so big.
Mm-hmm. All right, the neonatal period is from birth to 2 weeks, right?
Yep.
The average litter size is 4 kittens.
Okay.
Kittens that are separated from their mothers during the neonatal period will subsequently develop emotional, behavioral, and physical abnormalities. They become unusually fearful and aggressive towards other cats and people. They wander and move about aimlessly and are poorer learners.
Sounds like any creature.
Right.
Not exposed to their parents
early. Right. So
early
the
on.
mother and the litter mates are important for development of the animal.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
By 2 weeks of age, a kitten can orient towards sound and its eyes have opened. The actual time of eye opening depends upon many factors. So again, this is the neonatal period, birth to 2 weeks of age.
Yep.
Critical. Yeah. You still want to expose it to humans. Pick it up every day, handle it, right? But that mother is critical for that kitten to be with.
Yeah, for sure.
Nutrition is important still. Mm-hmm. The mother has to be nutritionally sound.
Take care of the mama.
Right. Socialization period is the next period, 2 to 7 weeks.
Okay.
The socialization period is a time in a young animal's life during which it forms relationships with others of its own species, or in the case of domesticated animals, with other species such as humans and livestock. This sensitive period in the young dog's life begins at around 4 weeks of age, continues for 8 weeks until it's around 12 weeks old. In kittens, on the other hand, the socialization period starts earlier, at 2 weeks, and is shorter, lasts only 5 weeks. Finishes by the time the kitten is 7 weeks old.
Yeah.
So the first 7 weeks of the kitten's life, critical.
Yeah.
Critical.
Applies to any creature.
Right. All right. The importance of the amount of handling, 40 minutes a day produces kittens more attached to their handlers than 15 minutes a day.
40 to,
okay.
30 minutes, so if you 30 more,
you are breeding cats, this is important. If you rescue a kitten, let's say, one of those rescue situations.
Like that video of the 13 cats coming out of the woods.
What video?
I'll show it to you later.
Video of, or, a rescue, or you find kittens, no mother.
Yeah.
Important to be handling them all the time.
Yep.
40 minutes a day produces kittens more attached to their handlers than 15 minutes a day. Kittens handled longer approached people significantly faster and stayed longer. She also observed that kittens handled by one handler would allow themselves to be held by that person considerably longer than they would allow someone else to hold them.
Makes sense.
So that means if you have one person handling the kittens every day, they're going to be more attached to that person, obviously.
Makes sense, yeah.
Even more important, she observed that if a mother cat had been socialized to human, her calm presence can reduce her kitten's anxiety and enhance its exploration of the environment.
Yeah.
Shy mothers can induce their kittens to be shy. Calm mothers can facilitate the relationship between their kittens and us. Some writers have felt that the act of feeding is the most important in establishing the cross-species relationship between cats and humans. Petting, playing, and talking have proven to be more important to the relationship.
Yeah.
So I would say do it all. Feed them, pet with them, play with them, talk to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
as you normally would.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, this is important for any animal.
Make sure you're getting that quality time in early, so you reap the benefits down the road.
The longer, the better. Probably applies to guineas too. I need to be doing
this. That's you got.
I've been doing
chicklets right now.
They're called keats.
Holy cow.
Keats, they're guinea chicks.
Excuse
I've
me.
been handling them
Excuse me for my misuse of
for a couple minutes a day, but I probably need to be doing more, obviously.
15 minutes minimum.
Maybe at the end of my day when I'm chilling, watching.
30 minutes with your Keats in the house, walking around.
He talks more about nutrition, how malnourishment during kittenhood has devastating effects, which makes sense because your body it's got to develop.
Yeah.
You know. They suffered more accidents during free play and performed poorly in several behavioral tests. These are malnourished kittens.
Right.
By 3 weeks of age, their sense of smell is well developed, and they can see well enough to locate their mother by sight rather than scent. They can also, at least to some extent, control their temperature, leave the nest to deposit their feces elsewhere. By 4 weeks, their hearing is well developed. Their sense of smell fully mature, as is their riding reflex. And they start actively to play with litter mates. That's about 4 weeks old.
Yeah.
Their teeth have erupted, and they can walk reasonably well. By 5 weeks of age, the fluid in their eyes has become crystal clear, allowing mature vision. They can right themselves in the air to land on their feet. They can run, avoid obstacles, place their paws where they want them, follow prey with their eyes, and in fact, stalk and pounce as proper predators. They can also groom themselves and have started grooming their litter mates. Interesting.
This is when they're starting to come out of their shell.
So it's by 5 weeks
They're
of
going to
age.
start terrorizing the house now.
Yep. All right, so now we're talking about grooming because the kittens are now doing it at this point.
Right. To each other.
To each other.
Yeah.
And themselves. Adult cats commonly spend 30% of their waking hours grooming themselves or grooming others in their social group. Grooming removes loose hair from its coat and clears away any debris. If thorns or burrs are caught in the fur, the kitten uses its teeth and claws to dislodge them. This daily cleansing also eliminates some skin parasites, which is interesting.
Yeah.
He said, I have only ever seen ticks on debilitated cats because any other cat will rid its body of them through daily grooming.
Yeah. Makes sense. Got those hooks on their tongue.
The hook on the tongue. Probably eat it. A cat can also, to a lesser extent, control lice and fleas, but the sensible parasite simply moves away from the approaching serrated edge steamroller of a tongue.
Yeah.
Many fleas are thus removed from the coat and swallowed in the process. This is the most common way in which a domestic cat acquires tapeworms, as the egg of the most common tapeworm resides in the abdomen of the flea.
Yeah.
Because cats are such efficient groomers, if your cat has fleas, you should consider that it also has tapeworm as a consequence of its efficient grooming ability.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Grooming serves more purposes than simple cleanliness, parasite control, and fur smoothing.
Yeah.
Each time a kitten licks its fur, it stimulates the glands attached to the hair roots. These secretions are necessary to keep the fur waterproof. The kitten cools itself down through the evaporation of saliva, much as we do through sweating all over, which is why cats groom more in warm weather than in the cold.
Yeah.
There are less obvious reasons for grooming, too. Cats will often groom themselves after handling. They are masking your scent. But perhaps the most important and interesting function of grooming is to reduce anxiety and conflict. And this is also the basic reason why pet cats enjoy being petted.
Yeah.
When cats are puzzled or frightened or indecisive, they often start grooming themselves. Psychologists call this displacement activity.
We've heard this before.
Talked about before. Dogs do it. Humans do it.
We've heard this word before.
A cat's displacement activity could be grooming.
Interesting.
Yeah. So a lot of things that grooming does.
Serves a purpose, yeah.
Very, very important. I found it very interesting how they're removing all those pests and parasites from them. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Going back to early handling. Well, first of all, he says that siblings play an important role in social development. So again, playing with other kittens, interacting with mother, super important for later social development, right?
For sure.
Early handling of at least 40 minutes a day affects the development and functioning of the brain.
Okay.
The senses and the hormonal biofeedback systems involving the pituitary and adrenal glands. Handled kittens develop larger brains with more connections between nerve cells. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Happens in dogs and other animals too. Why this is important? Because honestly, when you're handling a kitten, you're inducing a little bit of stress.
Right.
But it's a controlled stress. It's a good stress because it develops the brain, right? When you have a young animal, a young being, and you induce small systematic stress on that thing, it's developing. So therefore, we have a larger brain, more connections between nerve cells.
Probably the same in humans.
Same in humans, same in dogs.
But don't overstress. That's the key factor here.
The Russians will straight up put their babies in snow.
Well, the Russians are
Induce
crazy.
induce a little bit of stress.
They put a bottle of vodka in their hand.
So it is important to induce just a little bit of stress,
Yeah.
right? At times.
Yeah. A little stress is good for you.
They are less emotional. So handled kittens, less emotional, more exploratory, more playful, better at learning.
Yeah.
Orphan kittens or even kittens from single kitten litters grow up to be more unsure of themselves and more fearful. They don't develop normal feline social graces. Too much handling too early and lack of contact with other cats produces a cat that is fearful of other cats and that will often refuse to breed.
Interesting.
In the best environments, kittens should be exposed to as wide a range of stimuli as possible during the socialization period. To dogs, other cats, loud noises, car rides, to anything that they might experience later when they move to their new home.
Yeah.
Including a vet office if you're taking your cat to the
Yeah.
vet. So, I mean, all that makes sense. Again, you can't really talk about that too much because we talked about with dogs, but
I was
seriously.
going to say, yeah, it's the same as dogs, but maybe with the litter mates, it matters more.
Well,
grooming.
dog litter mates matter more because they're
Do they?
social animals.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true, yeah.
But yeah, cats, they have a less critical period. So from birth or even before birth to 7 weeks old is called the critical period,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So dogs have a longer critical period. Cats, you got 7 weeks
Quick amount of time.
to get some stuff done,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to be affected the rest of the cat's life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right. He says kittens are better at learning by observation than puppies. So again, observation super important.
Yeah.
But any kitten,
They're
puppy,
baby, yeah.
child, they're going to learn from their mother, right?
Yeah. Observing.
So mothers play a huge role in the development of young beings. So
Yep.
shout out to all the mothers, whether you're a human mother, dog mother,
Or a cat mom.
or a cat mom.
Congrats on your litter.
Legit cat being a mom, not a cat mom being a human mom to cats.
I
You
see.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And legit dog dog being
Yeah.
a mom to cat.
Yeah.
Dogs. All right, so play also is very purposeful, right? It teaches cats about how to interact with other cats,
Yeah.
and it also increases independence from the mother,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this is also when cats become less tolerant of each other as they start playing with each other.
Yeah.
All right, as kittens grow older, they become more mobile. They're more likely to wander from the nest.
Starting to get that independence.
Yep. And play also teaches kittens about their abilities, about the abilities of others, and about their environment. It mimics the postures of offense and defense. It mimics aggression. It improves physical fitness, coordination, and balance. And it also is simulating a lot of things the cat needs later in life, such as when they're hunting prey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Which we'll talk about in a second.
Ooh.
All right. So that's basically the majority of the early learning stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So prey killing.
Here we go.
The ability to kill prey has developed by the time a kitten is 5 weeks old, but does not appear to be related to how much play the kitten indulges in. It is, however, directly related to what its mother teaches it. Good teachers pass on their own social techniques. Prey killing depends upon whether the kitten was allowed to go hunting with his mother and whether she brought back injured prey for it to dispatch. It does not depend upon hunger, although the swiftness of killing does. A kitten can also learn to kill without its mother's help. Kittens raised in the absence of their mothers can become proficient rodent killers, but they do so more quickly if they have seen another cat kill a rat.
Yeah. It's instinctual, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
under natural conditions, mother cats teach their kittens to kill. They bring live rodents back from the hunt and allow their kittens to play with them.
yeah.
Several facts are known about how cats play with their prey. They will often play with prey when they are in conflict about what to do. Unfamiliar prey, for example, will stimulate prey manipulation rather than a simple death bite. Remember that bite we talked about where it crushed the spinal cord?
Yeah.
Cats will play less with prey when they are hungry or dealing with small prey. Although the old story that a hungry cat will catch more rats and mice is not exactly true. A well-fed and healthy cat is more likely to catch prey. Cats play more with prey when their stomachs are full, when they are given easy prey, or are very hungry but confronted with large and difficult prey. So they will play with it before they kill it.
I wonder if, well, the full cat analogy, because that cat that's already full, not hungry, will kill or play with its prey and then just like leave the dead body, right?
I mean, sometimes they will. I've seen that.
I might have heard.
Seen that happen.
Like they'll just kill the rats and then just leave the rats dead.
I mean, I've seen
my
my cats play with something and just kill it and then leave it.
Yeah.
You know?
So they're not hungry.
Maybe
but they want to play.
Maybe they'll come back later and eat it, or maybe they'll store it somewhere and eat it later. You know? You hear about a lot of cats bringing things into people's houses.
Yeah.
You
but
know?
it's also like, don't they do that for like trophies and stuff to show off?
Could be.
They bring the owner something.
Yeah.
But that don't make no sense though, because they're not like a pack.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Who knows? I don't remember the details on that one.
Gotta get Bruce on the phone.
Gotta get him on the phone, boys. All right, so that's about it for early learning. So we talked about a lot of stuff, but again, those first 7 weeks are critical. The more handling, the better.
More nutrition, the
better. Critical.
The healthier the mom.
Yep. The healthier the mom, the better.
The healthier the cat.
The healthier the kitten.
Yeah, the kitten. The healthier the kitten.
All right, chapter 6, we're talking about later learning. The differences in behavior are a result of environmental pressures, and the most important is the size and proximity of the local source of food, like we've talked about. The greater the source of food, be it ground nesting birds, a rubbish skip, or a cupboard full of tin cat food, the greater the likelihood that cats will live in social groups. But in addition to environmental pressures, our unintentional selective breeding of cats has probably been responsible for making them more sociable in groups. So again, our change of the cats, our
tampering
with them has probably made them more social. But again, the number one thing is the food, right? The source of food.
Yeah.
That's why my cats, they get along. There's plenty of food for them to hunt. Everywhere. Also, I provide a little bit of food as a supplement.
Yeah.
Ranking in territory in pet cats. Soon after their eyes open for the first time, kittens start to compete with each other. Although the litter is so well organized that they seem to be living together without friction and with equal rights, those first clumsy but already aimed paws blow at the heads of competing litter mates are signals of the ranking disputes and territorial demands that will continue to develop as the kittens mature.
Yeah. It starts early.
Right.
Territory.
Exactly.
Starts early.
I want that teat.
Yeah.
A pet cat's home area is usually the house in which it lives and some surrounding territory. A home range that includes favored places for sunbathing, dozing and sleeping, or simply for watching the world go by. Seen Mango out in the yard just watching.
Just daydreaming.
Luna just watching. Yeah. All right. In almost all circumstances, cats are entirely familiar with the nooks and crannies of their immediate home territory. They have their nesting area, their resting areas, sunbathing areas, observation posts. Beyond the immediate home area are the paths leading to places for hunting, courting, fighting, and other activities. If two cats do meet unexpectedly, rank order, or simply whoever arrives first decides who should proceed. If rank has not been determined, a fight may ensue. I was thinking back when I lived in a neighborhood. I see cats all over the place. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking like in the neighborhood, like there's got to be complicated territories set up between the cats.
A lot of cat fights, probably.
Probably.
Probably. Also, I wonder what the food supply is. Squirrels, most likely.
Squirrels,
small birds.
food that's out.
Yeah.
You know.
Scavenging, trash cans,
Bugs. Cats will mark their territory with their urine and feces, but no cat has ever been observed to go up to a urine scent post, sniff it, and then retreat. What they almost always do is sniff the mark in a leisurely manner, then continue on their way, or leave their own mark on that one. They only serve to help cats avoid unexpected encounters and sudden clashes, to tell who is further ahead on the path and when he passes that way. As cat keeping becomes more popular, so too the number of housebound cats grows. But even in these artificial habitats, cats will set up their own territories and can viciously defend a favored sleeping spot on a sofa. However, when the number of cats within a home reaches a certain level, and that level will vary with the size of the home and the temperaments of the individuals, a point is reached where the territory is no longer large enough for the resident population.
Yeah.
When this happens, a profound change in social structure occurs. At its simplest level, fighting among the cats increases dramatically because there are not enough hiding places for the subordinate animals. Certain cats are treated by all others as outcasts.
Dang.
And they can be hounded to death, is what he said.
Holy crap.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't want too many cats in one place.
Yeah. No more than...
At least if you're just keeping them all inside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No more than 2. No more than 3. All right. Keep your numbers low.
Yeah.
Depending on the square footage of your home.
Let's see. We have man-made problems. We inflict upon cats a man-made environment in which they are deprived of the ability to act independently, to run away as they would in a natural environment. When we move, our pet cats often have difficulty establishing a new territory. He said the garden of the new home might already be incorporated into another cat's territory. So if you move from one house to another,
there might already be a cat there.
Might already be a cat that's claimed your
markings,
backyard
yeah,
as its territory. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Yeah. All cats, regardless of sex or neuter status, use the same type of psychological warfare. They employ vocal and visual threats. They bluff and they appease, all in an attempt to keep the actual fighting to a minimum.
I wonder if that's why cats meow at nighttime or whatever.
Maybe.
Or because, like, there's a cat that lives out back in the woods. Or there's a couple of them. I've seen 2 different types of them.
You got plenty of territory back there.
They meow at nighttime.
They're communicating.
You'll hear them. Yeah, they might be marking or letting the other cats know.
Maybe.
That this is his territory or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Just guessing now. But my cat will go up in the window and listen to them. He'll listen. He'll just be sitting there listening to them, you know.
He's got his territory in here.
Yeah, paying attention. Yeah.
I like how he said psychological warfare because the cat is an intense animal.
Creature. Yeah.
Yeah, he can do a lot of stuff. Oh, it's a good picture.
Yeah.
So one thing is, they don't necessarily want to fight because that uses a lot of energy.
It sounds like they're all about, hey, I'm over here.
Avoiding fights. That's the goal.
Being up front.
I mean, in the natural world, most animals don't want to fight. They want to conserve energy as much as possible.
Yeah.
If they were to fight each time strangers met, all their energy would be used in what would be wasted endeavors. Instead, cats have developed what can be called a highway code. When setting off on a trip through its territory, a cat checks the paths ahead. If another cat is crossing the path or using it, the resident waits at a stop signal until the right of way is free.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Another method of avoiding fights is through time scheduling. Cats have excellent time sense and can set up routines by which several cats can share the same territory simply by not being in the same place all at once.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Set hours, basically.
Yeah.
Hey, you got this from 4 to 9.
Right.
I'm going to be back at 9:01.
So again, they want to avoid fights.
Yeah.
And dogs in the natural world will too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense, yeah.
The ranking behaviors, creation, and defense of territories and social activities of domestic cats are far more varied and colorful than those of their immediate forebear, the North African wild cat. So it's a much more complex thing among domestic cats because there's so many of them.
It's too many, not enough territory.
Right. It's too many and so much territory.
Yeah, now we got shifts.
Right.
Who has what? Who's got the block on what time?
Yeah. Let's see. Talking about motherhood real quick. He said that good mothering is not pre-wired. Cats that have been mothered well produce kittens that grow up to be good mothers. So again, learning from the mother.
Yeah.
Right.
Parents are important.
Yeah. So real quick about neutering. I know you want to know about neutering. What does it do for a cat? What is the effectiveness of it? What is the value of neutering male cats?
Let's hear it.
So he kind of broke it down into 3 main categories. Fighting. Neutering for fighting was effective 88%. Mm-hmm. So it reduced fighting by 88%. So pretty effective.
Yeah.
Over 50%. Roaming. So if you have a cat that you let outside, it reduced roaming by 91% if you neuter your male cat.
Dang.
Roaming was reduced by 91%.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Spraying. Effectiveness 87%.
Makes sense.
So again, all pretty effective. So you could say that neutering reduces male spraying, fighting, and roaming.
Yeah.
So it's pretty effective at those things. Versus the dog, it's not very effective in behavioral changes.
Yeah, no.
Right? He says that castration does not affect either fear aggression or predatory aggression, but significantly reduces male dominant aggression and territorial aggression. So it won't reduce fear or predatory, but it will reduce dominant aggression and territorial aggression, which makes sense because the roaming
chills them out a little bit.
The roaming and the fighting is kind of involved in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So very interesting.
They definitely coincide together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And for females, he mainly talked about males because I didn't highlight what he said about females. But I think for females, it was very little, if any, change.
Smaller change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably if you're doing that, if you're spaying your female,
it's
probably just to reduce population. It's like population control.
That'd be the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's that. So neutering can be effective for a variety of things.
Can be very effective.
Now we're talking about Chapter 8, predation, eating, and elimination. Mm-hmm. Cats are opportunist hunters that catch prey to satisfy their hunger, but also hunt for sheer pleasure.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Let's get into it.
More often than not, pet cats will chase and capture prey, not to eat it, but to bring it back and deposit it on our carpets and beds. Most of the cats I see in practice are kept for companionship or because of their attractiveness. But it was for their rodent hunting ability that they were first domesticated and accepted into human habitations. Mm-hmm. So they were first brought to live with us to help pest control.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's see. Does he say real quick why? I don't think he really says why they bring it to us. But yeah, he definitely mentions
the
it
trophy
right
thing doesn't really make sense, I guess. It must just be them bringing it back.
I think
to
it's
their
bringing
territory.
back to store.
Yeah,
they bring it back to your house to store.
Yeah,
right. Your house
just
is their territory.
If they're doing it on your bed,
right?
Yeah, it's just that.
That's
the location.
That's just where they're comfortable. Yeah, yeah. Cats hunt in 2 different ways. They stealthily stalk prey, exploiting available cover, which is necessary for capturing birds, or they sit and wait at burrows, waiting for mice, small rats, or rabbits to emerge.
Yeah.
Feral females spend almost half the day hunting, while female house cats spend only 1/4 of the day doing so. Dominant tomcats spend much less time hunting than do outcast tomcats, who spend around 1/3 of each day doing so. Cats that know each other will hunt in the same field within sight of each other, but they always hunt alone.
Yeah.
And some dominant cats will forcibly exclude subordinates from particularly good areas. So I know my cats hunt in visual sight of each other, but they don't hunt together.
I was going to say also Luna, I think she's hunting.
She's more of a loner.
The larger percentage of what you just read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's always out in the woods doing stuff. She's
out in the woods, or she's in her cat tree.
Or she's resting.
Yeah, resting.
Conserving energy.
Or laying in the grass. When house cats stalk birds on the open lawns of our gardens, they frequently twitch their tails, which is a body language signal of conflict. If cats do catch prey, they often indulge in a cruel game of trap and release, prolonging the excitement of the capture of the rodent or bird until the prey either dies of shock, dies of its injuries, or escapes.
Yeah, you want the cat to be hungry if you're the prey.
Yeah,
you don't want to be tortured.
I remember, dude. I saw this this bird was screaming in my yard one time. Mango had caught it.
Oh, crap.
And she was playing with it, and I was like, holy shit, this bird's like screaming. So I went over there. I was gonna get her off of it and let it go, but the bird already had fatal wounds to it, so I just had to leave it and let her kill it. You know what I'm saying?
Nature takes
She was
course.
playing with it.
Yeah,
she literally would hold it, let it go, and flap around, and she'd pounce on it again, hold it. Let it flap it around. So she was doing the cruel game of trap and release, which is hard to watch if you're a human, but it's the nature.
Nature is metal.
That's right. If the prey is carried by the teeth, it is usually grabbed in some insinuous place and rarely injured by the bite. Some cats will literally dance around their prey, taking high curving leaps. Then they have overflow play, which is a sudden release from the pressure of the chase. So if they chase something, they grab it, they kind of play with it.
And then let it go.
Yeah. Chase it.
My voice just cracks.
All that kind of stuff. The hunting drive is independent of hunger, and a successful capture is so intensely rewarding that cats will often roll with excitement. The very thought of capturing prey can cause housebound cats to behave in ways we would consider antisocial. At the sight through windows of potential prey, some incarcerated cats will urine spray. Others chatter their teeth, mimicking their behavior and the performing of a death bite. You ever see that with yours? No?
No.
Cats usually kill long neck prey such as pigeons with a bite to the nape of the neck. This either severs or crushes the spinal cord, and death is instantaneous.
Yeah.
They feel their way to the spot using sensitive touch receptors at the base of their teeth and with their whiskers. Cats with damaged whiskers are less successful with their death bite.
Yeah.
Small prey with a short neck is usually bitten on the breast and shoulder. If a cat is not too impetuous and misses with the first bite, it flips the prey in its mouth so it can grasp it behind the head, then bites home. In any attack on prey, the teeth are used for seizing and killing, while forelimbs are used only to grasp the prey and hold it down. Cats are highly successful with the killing bite. The shape of their teeth, the muscle and position of their jaws, the ligaments, tendons, and nerve supply are all such that there is a high probability only one bite is needed to kill. Their canine teeth in particular are well suited for forcing things apart rather than for crushing. If prey is eaten, it is entirely consumed.
No half-assing around here.
The whole thing.
We ain't half-assing these meals.
Why so many house cats bring their prey back home is a question upon I can only speculate. So here it is.
No one figured it out then.
Both males and females do it, so it isn't a bring it home for the kids phenomenon. Male cats play no role in the feeding or teaching of kittens. There is some evidence that when cats were first domesticated, they were used to retrieve hunted game. Equally, it might simply be that a house cat with a full stomach catches its prey because it is pre-wired to do so, doesn't know what to do with it, so just brings it home.
Yeah.
So that's probably the most likely
the
course
more
of
logical
action.
one, it seems like.
Yeah. Bring it back home to the territory.
I wonder if you taught a cat to hunt, how you get it to come back to you.
You can teach cats things. It just is way more complex than a dog.
Yeah.
You really got to want that cat. You really got to teach that cat to want to do.
Yeah.
It would be gratifying to assume that cats eat different foods to satisfy their specific nutritional needs. Liver and brain, for example, organs that most cats relish, are excellent sources of essential fatty acids and of vitamin D. I've seen too many instances of self-induced nutritional deficiencies in house cats that restrict their food intake to a single item to accept this hypothesis. Cats hunt because they enjoy it and eat foods that taste, smell, look, and feel good to them.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Again, nutrition critical.
To the cats. For
the cats
sure.
are eating the whole thing.
Everything, but yeah, everything needs good nutrition, but the cats are all about the nutrition.
Mm-hmm. All right, he says, when we interfere in their behavior, for example, by restricting them to indoor existence, we interfere in their activity, and as a consequence, some cats eat in excess and gain fat.
Dang.
Got to make sure they get their exercise.
Yeah, put them on the treadmill.
Somehow get their exercise. Could get them like a hamster ball.
Yeah, something to chase around. Yeah, something to get them moving.
Meat is the staple of the cat's diet. It is high in protein, which is made from amino acids. Meat contains amino acids, essential amino acids, and animal fat contains essential fatty acids that cannot be found in any other source. This is the reason why cats cannot survive on vegetarian diets.
Mm-hmm. No vegetarians around here. Mofo.
That means you got to have a balanced diet.
Yeah.
You can't get these kind of things from
salads,
other sources.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, cats eat, like, they'll gnaw on, like, cat grass, you know? Like, you can get cat grass, but they just, like, chew it. But, I mean, they ain't eating it.
They might be doing it because they're bored or something.
Something to do.
Water is the best liquid to give cats, and it should always be readily available, especially if dehydrated or dry foods are offered.
Don't give your cat Jocko.
You can. You want a super cat. An enigma is as yet to be solved is what effect, if any, does diet have on the cat's mind? Certain theoretical and irrefutable facts are known. The essential amino acid tryptophan, provided in meat, is the precursor of the brain hormone serotonin, which is involved in mood, sleep, wakefulness, and body rhythms. In turn, serotonin is the precursor of melatonin, produced in the pineal gland and involved in seasonality and the body's sensitivity to increasing or decreasing day length. Quality of food is related to animal well-being.
Yeah, this just applies for everything.
This applies to you as a human.
Yeah.
You don't have to eat like a cat, but dude, you gotta get nutrient dense foods.
It'll increase your brain.
I mean, it's just putting your body into optimal operation.
Yeah, good use.
Getting some beef.
Not McDonald's. Not Burger King.
Some foods have simple nutritional value and others are pharmacologically effective, acting as naturally occurring antibiotics, hormones, or pheromones. He talks about catnip, the behavioral effect of catnip. Not only domestic cats, but lions, leopards, jaguars, and snow leopards respond sexually to it by rolling.
Bro, they lose their minds.
Adult tigers do not.
Adult tigers don't
Which
respond
is
to catnip at all?
That's what he says. He says immature tigers actually show violent alarm when they sniff or eat it.
Just not what they want.
Right.
Yeah, cats lose their mind.
Yeah, he says catnip acts on the central nervous system and causes pronounced mood shifts. It might also cause longer-lasting physiological changes to the nervous or endocrine systems. So I wouldn't be using it.
No. I mean...
You know me, I'm all about keeping things natural.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be using that.
We don't even have catnip here.
I'd be trying to feed my cats as much of a natural diet as possible.
It's manufactured, engineered, bioengineered, whatever.
Well, what do you feed Io? Kibble? Or you got
He's
wet food?
He's got his wet food that he eats and kibble, yeah. But he
so, I mean, for dogs, too.
Yeah.
You know, the ideal diet for a dog would be a raw diet for a pet dog. Number one, that's expensive.
Very.
Number two, it's complex. So what can you do? You got to find a good hybrid. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you give it some excess of your food, like
rice,
meat,
white rice.
Well, preferably like like
a protein,
meat, like a meat thing, or
chicken,
rice, sweet potatoes, stuff like that. Same thing with a cat. If you have a cat that lives indoors, you're feeding it kibble and maybe wet food because that's just easy.
Yeah.
Maybe you supplement that with some of your excess food, beef,
maybe some raw
chicken,
meat.
Fish.
Yeah.
You get some raw fish. Get like canned salmon, canned tuna.
Oh, yeah.
I do that with my dogs too, give them some of that, you know. So that would help bring back nutritional balance while still meeting the needs of the animal that you have while feeding it kibble.
That's a good idea.
But for humans, dude, you gotta get away from the crazy processed food. You gotta have whole food if you want to be as optimal as possible.
Frozen meals ain't gonna cut it.
You know what I'm saying? Or if there's like more than 5 ingredients in a food, you probably got too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get some beef, get some honey, get some white rice, which is not bullshit. Brown rice is bullshit.
Right.
White rice is not bullshit. Get some sweet potatoes, get some bananas, get some fruit.
Whoa, we're past 5. We're at 7.
No ingredients per food.
All right.
You know, like if you go get French fries, what's in French fries? Bunch of shit.
French and fries.
No, bunch of shit.
Potatoes, salt, good to go. I think. Well, the fries from Five Guys probably good to go.
I mean, the thing is,
sweet potato fries, good to go.
Those kind of foods, like French fries, it's fine.
You don't want to eat them in excess.
Right. You eat it in moderation.
Small amounts, not
once a
multiple
week,
times.
Once every 2. Yeah, small amount. Once a week. Once every 2 weeks, maybe. Not every day. Not 3 days a week. Not 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, eat your whole foods.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get off that tangent.
He's getting fired up over here.
All right. Nutrition has an effect on early learning in cats because nutrients can pass from the blood directly into the brain and influence its development. Mm-hmm. Again, same thing's happening to you as a human.
Oh, you're listening to this man.
What do you want?
This man is preaching right now.
What do you want in your body influencing your brain?
Ice cream.
In moderation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get some beef. Beef is the most nutrient-dense food. All right, continuing on.
Right.
Eating behavior problems. Compared to dogs, cats suffer from few eating problems. Mm. You know how some dogs will eat their own poop?
My dogs have ate their own poop.
And cats, it's rare.
Yeah.
Obesity occurs less. But if a cat does have obesity, it can be attributed usually to feeding excessive amounts of highly palatable foods and to boredom.
So, food that makes them fat easier.
Food that's easy to eat, like French fries for you.
Yeah,
it's easy to eat. You can eat a lot of it very quickly. You know what I'm saying? And if you're bored, you're like, oh, Doritos.
I mean, yeah, bored eating. It is a thing.
It is a thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. If you have a cat that's inside only, in the absence of prey, some cats vent their energy by attacking their owner or guest's ankles. These cats have excess energy and very little to do.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get some toys out here. Your boy's going at my ankles over here.
He said, if your cat is an ankle attacker, it needs something else to do. I mean, you got to fulfill the drives.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to fulfill the instinctual needs.
For sure. Makes sense. I mean, if your dog's going crazy, going ham, tearing up your couch, ripping your pillows apart, you gotta get that energy out.
Understimulation is going on. You got to.
Same thing for the cat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Elimination. Cats are inherently tidy with their urine and feces. In both urination and defecation, most cats follow the same sequence of events. You want to know the sequence?
Go ahead.
They go to the latrine site.
Right. The litter box.
An area where the soil is relatively loose.
Right.
They dig a small hole with the forepaw. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They squat over the hole. They urinate or defecate. Mm-hmm. And or defecate. Mm-hmm. Then turn, sniff the hole, rake earth over it, again using the forepaw.
The second sniff is the key part there. Sniffing after you go to the bathroom. Make sure you're doing that at your own house, too.
That my scent was put there.
Make sure you do that before you flush.
There are, however, 2 other natural variations of elimination we don't particularly admire. Some tomcats don't restrict their defecation to latrine sites, but will apparently pass their droppings anywhere, and other males and some females will spray their urine against objects rather than into natural latrines.
Holy cow.
Dominant male cats use their urine and feces as territory markers. Unburied feces are usually left as a potent sign to other cats and to us that a boss cat has occupied the territory.
Boss cat.
Yeah.
I like that. Boss cat.
Spraying. Cats, both male and female, usually spray from a standing position. They back up to a vertical object, such as a fence post or a curtain. Hold the tail stiffly to attention, while at the same time tensely twitching it at a high speed.
Oop.
Then pulsate urine on the object behind them. So if you see your cat doing that, go disrupt them.
Back up. Or knock them out of there.
Spraying is a territory marking behavior. It can also be stress related.
Yeah.
So that might have been
if
what
you
happened.
corner him or whatever, or corner a cat, they might get stressed, defensive, whatever, spray you.
He said it is a common cause of house soiling, one that must be differentiated from simply missing the litter tray.
Yeah.
So, interesting. Let's see. So that might be going on. If you have a cat that's spraying, that might be going on. Spraying can occur anywhere in the house, and its location is an important clue to the cause of the feline anxiety that has provoked it. Treatment of spraying. So here he goes. This is how he would treat spraying.
Let's hear it.
You ready?
Yep.
The best treatment, as always, is to try to avoid the problem happening in the first place.
Well, we know that, Bruce.
If a new cat is about to join a household in which there is already a resident, anticipate that the event might cause distress to your resident by sequestering the new arrival in its separate room with food, water, and a litter box. This accomplishes two things. It allows the newcomer to search out and find good hiding places to establish its own territory. It also gives the resident cat a chance to scent the new odor and hear the new sounds without direct visual or physical confrontation.
Yeah.
Always let your cat settle into a small territory before exposing it to a larger one.
You can do this for dogs too.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of.
This is how I brought all my cats to my property. Had a kennel set up on the back porch where they're going to be living. Have the cat in there, food and water, put a leash on it, try to walk it.
How'd that go?
Mango didn't like the leash.
Yeah.
She wouldn't do anything, so she just stayed in there for several days. Then once I was comfortable that she was good to go on the property, I let her out, and she would kind of just hang out in that area and then eventually move further and further away, the back porch being her headquarters. And she'd go out to the yard a little bit, kind of hang out, come back to the porch, and then slowly range out from there.
Sounds like a chicken.
Now she walks a 1 mile trail with me around the property. So.
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah, then you got Luna, the second one. I did the same thing with her. Even more important because Mango needed to see her before she was released. Luna needed to see Mango.
Yeah.
Then you got the chickens and guineas and dogs that all needed to observe the new cat before she was released.
Yeah.
To prevent any adverse reactions. Luna was better about coming out on a leash. Could walk her out in the yard, let her go potty, take her back to her kennel. So same thing there, several days. Once I got comfortable that I'm seeing comfort level on her and Mango, the dogs, the chickens, and the guineas, I'm like, okay, it's time for you to be able to be allowed out. And then Kiwi, same thing. Kiwi was the fastest. Now, whenever Luna came out and she started ranging out into the yard, the guineas would attack her like crazy.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
The guineas are territorial.
They attack her.
Yeah.
Because she was new. So
they thought she was a threat.
Right. So she'd run back to the porch. By the time Kiwi came along, the guineas were used to new cats, so they were fine with her.
Yeah, that's good.
So that was interesting. He said to avoid cleaning, spraying with ammonia as it smells like urine to the cat and will usually attract it.
Interesting.
Yeah. He said urinating and defecating problems. Although most cats are inherently hygienic, some are not. He said adding earth to the litter tray might help. If a cat is urinating but not defecating in its tray, consider that it might be associated rectal or anal discomfort with the tray. Impacted anal sacs and constipation are causes for cats to stop defecating in their trays. The feeling under their feet is one of the most important factors in a cat using or not using its tray. Most cats need a substrate they can dig in as they do earth outdoors.
Yeah.
Cats don't like their trays to be in busy areas or in places that are difficult to get to. Studies done at the Texas A&M Veterinary School cat colony, interesting, indicate that 50% of cats will not immediately accept an abrupt change of litter type. If you want to change litters, do so gradually.
Dang.
Yeah.
Sounds like mixing a dog's food together.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's interesting. If you have to move a litter box from one location to another, do so slowly, inches per day, rather than abruptly.
Dang.
That's how I moved my guinea and chicken coop.
Yeah.
Moved it a couple feet every day so they could figure out where it was.
Holy crap.
To me, that's common sense, but to some people, it's like,
Yeah.
you think you just move it, the cat knows. Nah, it's not that simple.
Yeah.
You know? He said, if for treatment of problems, if your previously litter-using cat has stopped using the tray, look at the following 4 possible causes. Number 1, the litter. Make sure the litter is not too dirty. not being used by other cats, and the type of litter that your cat is willing to use.
Gotta swap that litter out.
Swap it out, not abruptly. Swap it out gradually.
Well, yeah, depending.
Yeah.
If you're refilling.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're changing it up.
If you're changing.
2, the litter tray. Make sure the tray is the right shape and size for your cat, and it is in an appropriate location, easy to get to, offering privacy. 3, or he said, also important to note, if your cat is soiling in a specific place, try moving the litter tray to that location. If it is soiling over the edge, either build a frame or invest in a covered tray.
Yeah, that's what we got.
3, the cat. Have your veterinarian medically examine your cat for all the potential causes of not using a litter tray. Bladder infection could be occurring.
Yeah.
Diet change and antibiotics might help. 4, the environment. Clean up all areas that have been soiled. Carpet can be difficult to clean.
Oh, we know that.
Yeah. If your cat is urinating on your bed, simply keep it out of your room. That's what he said.
Easy. All right.
Easy treatment.
Check.
Easier said than done. You know, some people are like,
yeah, some people can't get the animals out of the bed.
Yeah. Even if you carry out all of these procedures, some adult cats will continue to urinate and defecate outside their litter trays. Should this happen, all you can do is confine your cat to a small training pen large enough only for sleeping quarters, an eating station, and a litter tray, and then, over a period of 4 to 5 weeks, accustom it to use of the tray. The cat should not be allowed out of the pen for the first week, and then only under your supervision and into one room for short periods of time. So this sounds like
potty training.
This is like potty training.
Yeah, straight
up.
You
could get a dog kennel, like a 42-inch kennel, put a litter tray in there, feeding area, sleeping area, confine your cat to that until it's going in the litter tray.
It is what it is until you stop being an a-hole.
Right, and then just
peeing all over my house.
Slowly allow it room in your house.
This is what happens.
I mean, makes perfect sense to me.
We're putting you in timeout.
Yeah. He said, if your cat starts using the tray, keep the tray where it is, but allow the cat to leave the room, gradually increasing the area of the house to which it is allowed access. Mm-hmm. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
To me.
Typical potty training.
Yeah.
No biggie.
All right, so now we're going to kind of touch on fear and aggression. This is chapter 9 in the book. Just like dogs, cats display many different forms of aggression. And in spite of the multitude of scientific papers that have been written on the subject, there's still no universally accepted definition of the word aggression itself. But we do have different categories. So I'm not going to go through all the categories of cat aggression. Let's see, he has approximately 14 categories in the book. But we're going to touch on some of the ones I think people might be commonly dealing with, because he also gives his treatment for the methods.
All right.
Right? So he said that aggression is the second most common feline behavior problem presented to the veterinarian after elimination problems, which we just talked about.
Yeah.
Several forms of aggression involve ritualized forms of body posture. By using a specific set of signals or body language, one cat can tell another what's on its mind. Needless to say, other cats are usually better at interpreting these signals than we are.
Yeah. Humans ain't good at it, I'll tell you that much.
All right, first one is intermale aggression. He said intermale aggression ritual threat is almost always employed. This includes the stare, staring at each other, piloerection, raising of the hair, arched back, lateral body posture, growling, and drawn back lips revealing the weapons. This behavior is inherited and learned and is influenced by environmental factors. He said treatment. The best method of control is castration. If not possible, try to separate the gladiators.
The gladiators, that's a good word for it.
All right, that's intermale aggression, pretty simple. Territorial aggression. As a classic independent individual, each cat needs its own personal space. Regardless of whether the domestic cats are housed outdoors or indoors or both, regardless of their neuter status, each cat still needs its own personal space.
Yeah. Me too.
Some owners are threatened when they try to remove the cat from its favorite resting place. Others are growled at and slashed if they approach the cat while it is feeding.
Don't approach your cat while feeding, bro.
These are variations of territorial aggression.
Just leave your animals alone when they're eating, bro. I don't get why people do that. That's so weird. Don't mess with me when I'm eating. I'll pipe back at you too.
Oh, shit.
I'll swat you.
Treatment. Although it is an intense form of aggression, this form of territorial behavior can be avoided, altered, or eliminated through careful introduction of new cats in the environment. We already talked about that. The method that I described that I did is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Even if you're inside, the method I described where you have one cat in a pen for a couple days until everyone's comfortable, then you slowly release it, right? That method's going to work. Don't just bring a new cat home and, all right, release it.
Same for dogs.
Not good. Same for dogs. On average, 4 to 6 weeks, the territorial aggression of the original resident cat will have diminished sufficiently for them to actually meet. So he's saying, you know how I said I kept my cats in a pen for a couple days.
Yeah.
Once I noticed all the animals.
He says weeks, right?
He says 4 to 6 weeks. That might apply in your house.
Yeah.
If you're in a house.
Confined space, I
right.
guess.
But if you're outdoors.
They got a lot of
should
space
be
to
more
separate.
space.
Yeah.
Should be plenty of sources of food. Remember that the source of food is one of the main things with cats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Living together, right? All right. Predatory and play aggression. Play aggression is a major component of play behavior. Play aggression allows kittens to develop the motor skills and coordination that are necessary if they become successful hunters. Predatory aggression includes 5 phases: alerting to prey, stalking, pouncing, killing with a neck bite, and eating. All cats have the potential to become successful hunters, but because our intervention and selective breeding of them has not placed a high priority on hunting skills, there is now a considerable variation between felines where these abilities are concerned. Compounding this fact are the millions of cats that lead sedentary, indoor lives which never have the opportunity to practice their predatory skills. They don't use up energy that would otherwise be invested in hunting. These cats have energy to burn, and one consequence is that any moving object can trigger predatory behavior.
Ankles, feet, arms, hair.
Your dog's tail.
Yeah, dog's tail. Your dog in general.
Yeah. Your child.
Yeah, anything.
Treatment is what he says for treatment. Kittens that overindulge in play aggression should be treated as other cats would treat them, with a quick and well-aimed thump on the nose.
Oh, yeah, we know that one.
Picking them up by the scruff of their neck, staring directly at them, then ignoring them for a few minutes is also effective.
Wait. So he's saying...
That's what he's saying.
If you're... What he's saying is with children or cats? Younger cats?
Kittens.
Kittens. Only kittens?
Is what he's saying with kittens. And again, this book was written in 1992. So there might be some more updated information.
So is he saying when they're being too playful, you can bop them on the nose or pick them up by their scruff?
Thump on the nose, pick them up by the scruff, kind of because that's what their mother would do, pick them up by the scruff.
Them up, and then what?
So you pick them at the scruff, stare at them, then you just set them aside and ignore them for a few minutes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Cats that attack human feet simply need more exercise and mental stimulation. Spend more time playing with them, and in your absence, provide them with toys that move and swing.
Yeah.
So allowing them to satisfy that predatory maneuver. As I've mentioned, prevention is easier than cure. Add 1 or more bells to the cat's collar so that it loses the advantage of stealth when it's stalking you as its prey. He said it is difficult to overcome the predatory behavior of outdoor cats.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, good to go.
They like that lifestyle.
Yeah. I mean, if you got an outdoor cat, you're trying to bring it indoors, I feel like it's going to be a hard change.
Yeah, compared to inside to outside.
Inside to outside would be better for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, again, it comes down to satisfying the animal's instinctual needs. So they need exercise, they need mental stimulation. You have to get kind of creative of that if it's just an indoor cat.
Makes sense.
You got the flirt poles and all that. You can flip around, But how long are you going to do that for? Maybe you need to find something that the cat can self-entertain on.
Hunt something it can try. I don't know. Yeah.
One of those automatic moving mice.
Jumping up and down, maybe. Yeah.
You know the ones I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
All right, next up, fear-induced aggression. Fear is common in all cats and manifests itself in 2 ways. The most obvious is fight or flight, when the cat is confronted with what it perceives to be a dangerous situation. It flees if it can, but failing that, it becomes defensively aggressive. This is the behavior of feral cats when they are rescued and brought to me for medical treatment. He's talking about he's a vet. I found this cat. The cat's being rescued. This cat's pissed.
Yeah,
you know?
I saved him.
The cat's going to a horrid life. Yeah. There is also an alternative method by which cats more accustomed to handling show fear. Rather than fight or flee, they simply crouch down, avoid eye contact, and stay perfectly still.
Yeah.
This is called the conservation withdrawal.
Yeah.
So it just shuts down, basically. The most common type of aggression I see at the clinic is fear-induced aggression. The defensive cat presses itself close to the ground. Its ears don't stand out and back as an attack, but are pulled down sideways with the back edge folding and are virtually invisible from the front. The eyes are widely dilated, indicating the surge in its adrenal gland activity. All hair on the body bristles.
Yeah.
When confrontation continues, the objectively fearful cat rolls over on its back, but does so head and forequarters first. This leaves the hind legs firmly planted for leverage, but frees the forepaws and the teeth for defense and attack. If the attack goes on, the defensive cat rolls completely over on its back and parries with all paws.
Yeah.
If an attack is sudden and powerful, however, the defensive cat alters its tactics and instead of boxing with its forepaws, uses them to hang on to the attacker while trying to drag the attacker towards its open jaws, all the while screeching, scratching, and slashing with its hind paws.
Yeah.
Kind of like the orangutan in the cage pulling
That's
that
what my
guy
cat
down.
does when he's playing with toys.
Oh, yeah. When cats are fearful, they know that attack is one of the best forms of defense. And so attack is what they will do if confronted with a villain who is infinitely superior, such as a dog.
A villain.
This approach can surprise or baffle the enemy, giving the cat the chance to escape.
That'll happen to the dogs, all right.
Oh, yeah.
They'll catch the dogs off guard. Oh, and the dogs go
cat's
wide-eyed,
gone.
and then the cat's gone.
Yeah. Let's see. The arch back indicates fear. Assuming the arch position, the fearful cat will often stand broadside to its enemy and hiss snake-like.
Yeah. Yeah.
The hiss turns to a growl, which becomes a spit. If the enemy comes within critical distance, which varies with differing circumstances and with the temperament and individual experiences of the cat, an attack follows. If the enemy is hesitant, the fearful cat will still usually attack to get it away.
Yeah.
Inexperienced and fearful cats will try to escape more frequently than experienced ones.
Yeah.
Trial and error has evolved this type of fear-induced aggression. For if a cat were to run away from another predator, like a dog, it would trigger the dog's urge to chase, and the cat would most certainly lose. But frightened as the cat is, if it makes a stand, it gives none of the normal prey signals to the dog. All right, so treatment for fear-induced aggression. He says that fear-induced aggression can be inherited. It can also be learned from early experience or lack of it. Prevention of fear is more important than the treatment of its consequences. In a similar way, threats imposed by a new environment, a new animal or baby in the house, or from excessive restraint should all be anticipated rather than treated. Fears that are learned later, however, such as fear of children because a child has caused previous pain to the cat, can be treated. With time, fear of specific locations or objects that the cat associates with a traumatic incident will subside. But this can be accelerated by associating those places, objects, or people with pleasant experiences. When fear is of low intensity, a cat can be counter-conditioned by appropriate playing, grooming, and feeding.
Yeah.
So again, he's saying, some things, if you know that your cat's going to be fearful of something, try to slowly expose your cat to that, right? Anticipate that. If there's things that have caused fear, like later learned fear, like a child grabbing a cat's tail and pulling it, that might cause the cat to be fearful. You can kind of counter condition that over time with pleasant experiences, feeding, playing, grooming, those types of things.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, next is redirected aggression. When a cat becomes agitated enough to lash out at what bothers it, but it is prevented or inhibited from doing so, it can sometimes vent its anger on someone or something else. Redirected aggression, also frustration. Mm-hmm. The cat's victim is not the appropriate recipient of its aggression, but is simply the first available one who comes along.
Yeah, that makes
Same
sense.
thing with dogs.
Yep.
Treatment. Cats that are agitated or frightened should be approached with care and caution, even by their favorite people.
Mm-hmm.
In some circumstances, it is best to remove whatever has frightened the cat and wait until its state of arousal has diminished before approaching.
Yeah, makes sense.
Makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, learned aggression. Some cats learn that they can be aggressive to control situations.
Dominance.
An initial encounter with a dog might stimulate fear-induced aggression, but the cat wins because the dog backs off or runs away. Other cats learn that if they use aggression on their owner, they can influence the outcome of their owner's behavior.
Oh,
like
really?
getting some food.
We'll see about that.
That worked on you before?
No, that ain't working on me.
Treatment. Learned behaviors can be unlearned. This works for everybody, everything. All that is necessary is to create situations where the outcome is not the positive one the cat expects.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cats that attack their owners when they have not been fed at the appropriate hour should not be fed for their actions.
Good.
That simply rewards the aggression.
Good. Teach him a lesson.
Feed them later on.
Yeah.
All right. Petting aggression. Your cat is on your lap almost dozing, and you're absently petting it. It is a gratifying behavior on your part because it lowers your blood pressure, your skin temperature, and your heart rate.
Right.
When you behave in the same way with your dog, it too goes into a state of the same manner, and if you stop, it nudges you with its head or its paw to convince you to continue. For what too benefits from the contact comfort you're providing. All social animals engage in mutual grooming and benefit both psychologically and physiologically. But suddenly your cat bites your hand and jumps down. Why do some cats behave in such an apparent insincere way? There are several possible reasons for this unpleasant behavior. Dogs are pack animals that sleep together in physical contact, think together as a team, and develop a dominant, subdominant, subordinate hierarchy that they rigidly conform to and demonstrate by no-toeing to the leader and licking his face. Mm-hmm. Physical contact is a common theme in many of dog behaviors. Cats do not sleep in physical contact with each other. That behavior is a consequence of early learning in house cats and has been accentuated in selective breeding. So if your cat's doing that, it's not normal for cats.
Yeah.
Contact comfort is enjoyable to cats. That's why they rub against our legs when we come home, but too much of a good thing can lead to aggression. The cat's mind enters a state of conflict. On one hand, the cat enjoys physical contact. On the other, it is an independent animal which seldom has natural physical contact with other animals except when fighting or mating. And even when mating, there are mixed emotions in fighting. The cat controls this contradiction within itself when its owner is showing it affection until suddenly and impulsively it feels irritated, bites and jumps down from the lap where it had seemed settled. Treatment. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
The best method of controlling this form of aggression is to control your urge to pet your cat for prolonged periods of time.
I want to pet that cat so bad.
Simple, short strokes that mimic the licking of another cat's tongue are the best, and these should be restricted to a length of time shorter than which you know provokes this seemingly irrational behavior.
Interesting.
So
Just limit yourself.
Right, you should limit yourself, and you control the time.
Yeah.
You control the time. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
All right. In conclusion of the aggression section, well, first of all, pain-induced aggression, obviously, if a cat is in pain, they could be aggressive.
Yeah.
Right? So I hope that makes sense. So in conclusion of the aggression section, all forms of aggression in cats can be dramatic, but some are easier to treat than others. The general rules for treating aggressiveness in cats include the following. Number 1, avoid early learning or conditioning that leads to aggressive behavior, and that applies to any mammal. If they learn at a young age that they can be aggressive and manipulate things or be aggressive to get their way in situations, they're going to continue to do that.
Yeah.
Number 2, when possible, counter condition or unteach. Number 3, diet may have a role in aggressive behavior because they ain't thinking right. They ain't got optimal nutrition, right? He said that high protein diets are extremely important.
Yeah.
So those are the main 3.
Gotcha.
All right. He talks in chapter 10 about individuality, right? Obviously, every animal, every living being is an individual, whether you're a dog, cat, human.
Right.
Right? Early experience helps develop the personality of animals.
Yeah.
Handled animals show accelerated development and maturing of the central nervous system. Right? He did say that in the 1970s, researchers learned that talking softly to kittens shortly after they were born until weaning caused them to be more attentive to the talker, to leave their mother while nursing and approach the talker, and to make more friendly approach sounds with gestures.
Yeah.
So again, we talked about early learning already.
Yep.
Super important. Okay. And then he said that environmental changes can alter cat behavior. So the way the environment that your cat is in, whether that be outside or inside-outside combination, cat colony, all those can affect, right, behavior, individuality, all those types of things.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, then we're coming to a wrap here. Chapter 12, talking about the mind of the ill and the elderly. Let's see. So, obviously, we're all going to die someday. Our dogs will too, right? So first we're talking about illness. The immune system, the system that helps prevent infection, helps to contain and destroy illness. There are other methods of fighting disease that also evolved, and one of those is behavioral. Dullness, lack of appetite, reluctance to move, and even irritability in the sick cat all occur before the immune system has a chance to come on stream and fight the infection. These are life-protecting mood changes. When a cat suffers an infection, body temperature rises. Certain circulating white blood cells release a substance called interleukin-1, which acts on the thermostat in the hypothalamus of the brain, effectively raising its set point. This is beneficial because many viruses and bacteria thrive best at normal body temperature. But interleukin-1 is also probably important in depressing the cat's appetite. So
if your cat ain't eating.
Right.
Yeah.
Could
be a signal.
Right. So don't necessarily freak out is what we're saying.
Could be a signal.
For you too, for a human, when you get a fever, your body's fighting infection.
Yeah.
So if you can, let it do its thing.
Yeah.
Rest, relax, recover. Right. He says that reluctance to eat can be life-saving in 2 ways. By not eating, the sick cat might starve the invading bacteria of the minerals they need. Much more important, however, is the fact that if the cat does not eat, it does not hunt. If it does not hunt, it does not use up precious energy looking for food.
Yeah.
The cat can find a hiding place, conserve energy, reduce heat loss, and fight the infection. The cat can be so efficient in this that it hisses or spits at anyone who comes near, behavior resulting in much worry on part of the owner.
Yeah.
But neither this behavior nor a temporary lack of appetite should cause concern. He's saying don't be concerned.
Don't freak.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact, experiments with mice have shown that force feeding during fever can actually be harmful. Mice that are force-fed during bacterial infection have a decreased survival time and an increased mortality rate compared to mice that are allowed to eat as they wish. Mice that are deprived of food for 2 to 3 days before a bacterial infection have greater survival rates than do well-fed mice. So anyway, just stopping right there for a second.
Yeah.
Fever, not necessarily a bad thing. Your cat acting abnormal could mean that it's fighting off some type of illness.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean to freak out or mess with it.
Monitor.
Right, monitor.
Observe.
Obviously, if it's a prolonged period of time, now it's time to be concerned. But if it's 1 or 2 days, honestly, I wouldn't even be concerned about it.
2 or 3 day period, maybe.
Yeah, if you're feeding your cat Feed it on its schedule. Let it eat if it wants to.
Yeah.
If it doesn't eat, don't freak out.
Yeah.
He said, we should respect the cat's natural evolutionary response to disease. Cats should not be force-fed. If fever is present, it should be reduced only if it is seriously high, for it acts as an excellent barometer of a cat's state of illness. Always avoid aspirin. It takes 4 days for the cat's liver to remove just a quarter of the aspirin from the bloodstream. Treatment should be directed at removing the cause of the illness. This applies to humans too. You know, you get a fever, you're like, I need fever-reducing drugs.
Yeah, ibuprofen.
You need to chill. You
Whoa,
know what I'm saying?
whoa.
You need to chill.
All right.
You need to sit down, lay down, relax, rest. You know, eat if you feel like eating. Don't if you don't.
Yeah.
Let your body work through it.
Yeah.
You do need water though.
Yeah, true.
You need fluids to pump it out. So I mean, if you're taking
Don't go straight for the medicine cabinet.
right, if you're
That's what
taking
saying.
anti-fever medicine or fever reducing medicine, you could be prolonging your illness.
True.
Right. Also, don't recommend ibuprofen. Don't recommend aspirin. And you know, I heard about this from a medical professional. Over usage of ibuprofen can result in tendon weakness.
Is that how you throw your bicep?
Possibly. I used to take a ton of ibuprofen, dude.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
And then when they told me that, I was like, holy shit.
I wouldn't really be giving my dogs as like aspirin though.
Right.
Like I don't know why you would do that, but I guess some people probably would though.
Yeah. All right. He said, so that was the main point of illness that I highlighted.
Yeah.
And we're talking about elderly, right? He said, I see cats that are old at 9 years old. I see others that are young at 15. The environment in which the cat finds itself can speed up or slow down its genetically predetermined lifespan. This is the area we can influence by providing a stimulating environment, one that keeps the brain active.
Interesting.
So the more active you are,
Yeah.
right, the more you fulfill your instinctual needs, whether you're a cat, dog, human, you can increase your longevity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
If you're sedentary, live a sedentary lifestyle, that's not going to help you increase your longevity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Motion is lotion.
Oh yeah.
Movement is motivating.
Lotion those parts up.
What? What the hell? Kind of went off on a tangent on that one. Because the brain controls or at least influences the aging process through its control of the body hormones, it should be possible to delay aging in cats by providing the optimum environment for mental stimulation. This has certainly been done successfully with rats in studies at the University of Illinois. Elderly, overweight rats were moved from their featureless, drab, and uninteresting cages into Rat Disneyland.
Whoa.
New homes with slides, swings, ramps, and other rats.
Whoa.
At first they hid, but soon they started doing aerobics and socializing. They lost their excess weight, became more active, set up territories, and, according to the observers, seemed to enjoy themselves more.
Cool.
When brain tissue was ultimately examined, that means they cut open the brain.
Right.
The researchers reported that each nerve cell in the cerebellum
Sure. Keep going.
had on average 2,000 more connections with other nerve cells than did similar rats left in the old boring cages.
Yeah.
The deterioration of the mind is an inevitable fact, but it can be delayed by providing a cat with mental stimulation.
Interesting.
Just like we talked about at the beginning of the cat's life.
Yep.
Providing that handling, that stress, you continue that on through life, right?
Yeah.
When the end finally comes, their minds probably have one great advantage over ours, and that they die without any idea of death itself.
That's good.
A lot of people get consumed about the thought of death. Cats, they're just living their life.
Hey, yeah.
You know
Cats, dogs, everyone but humans, most likely.
Yep, exactly. All right. Real quick, wrapping it up. Let's see here. Wrapping it up here. Chapter 13. The last chapter. Cats are self-reliant, self-entertaining, self-determining, independent, and clean. That's why they make such good pets. but as they increase in popularity, so do their behavior problems. Until recently, most pet cats were outdoor animals that returned home for warmth, security, and food, but whose lives were otherwise occupied with normal feline outdoor pursuits: walking, stalking, patrolling, marking. Outdoor cats have fewer behavioral problems. However, as cats are increasingly been kept indoors, behavioral problems increase. These are often problems of our making, for some owners fail to understand the natural needs of their pets and interpret their cat's behavior as abnormal when in fact it is not. In other circumstances, we actually create real problems, usually anxiety related, by not providing natural outlets for our cat's needs, like we've talked about. Cats learn to associate what they are doing, not what they did, but what they are actually doing with either a reward or a punishment. To be effective, rewards need to be given when a cat performs as you want it to. And similarly, punishments must be metered out at the instant the crime is committed. So you can't come home to your cat flipping your trash can over and then slap it. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing for dogs, too.
Same thing for dogs. All right, so he talks about cats learning in 3 different ways, primarily. Number 1, through observation. He said that kittens are better than pups at learning by observation. They copy their mother's hunting and prey catching behavior. Number 2, classical conditioning. We've talked about this before on the podcast, episode 27. We talked about it in relation to dogs. It also applies to cats. The important fact about classical conditioning is that the cat's response is involuntary. It has no control over it. Number 3, operant conditioning. We talked about this in episode 27 of the podcast as well. Operant conditioning is occurring all the time. The principle is that a certain action carried out under certain circumstances is immediately followed by a reward or punishment. Jumping up on the counter in the absence of people leads to an immediate food reward. Jumping up on the counter in the presence of people leads to a swipe, an immediate punishment. Unlike dogs, cats respond poorly to training to rewards. But if a reward is potent enough, it is possible to train felines this way. He said operant conditioning works fastest when a behavior is constantly rewarded.
Makes sense.
He also said punishment does not mean pain. And indeed, there is never even the remotest reason to use pain as a punishment in behavior training.
We just use a spray bottle.
Spray bottle. That's what he talks about here. Indirect or remote punishment is probably the most effective way to train or retrain cats. As water, especially unexpected water arriving from nowhere, is something most cats loathe. A high-velocity water pistol or a water squirt gun set for solid stream should be absolute requirement of all owners of indoor cats.
Oh, yeah.
That's effective
for you. It is a necessary requirement.
It's effective for you?
Unless the reward is worth the price. He will take multiple shots of it just to get that extra couple bites of food.
You might need a better spray bottle.
Turns out he's just more wet when he does that. Just spray him more. He finally gives up.
Remember, an instant reward can overwhelm associated punishment. That's what you're talking about.
Yep.
Cats can become used to unpleasant things if there is still a reward to be had.
Yep, sounds about right. This is all making sense.
All right, to wrap it all up. The cat's mind works in its own ways, and the objectives are not always apparent to us. By understanding the uniqueness of cat behavior, something that cat owners are often more adept at than our dog owners with their pets, we have a better appreciation of nature itself. Basically, you start understanding behavior differently.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very familiar. You're very familiar with dog behavior. You observe it. You watch it. Makes total sense. You appreciate it.
Yeah. They all kind of coincide at some point, though.
Right.
But there are the differences in learning and behavior or whatever.
Yeah.
But even as we're reading, well, this applies to most things. This applies to people. Like it all kind of
nutrition.
Yeah, I mean, you still are learning stuff regardless if it's about cats or not. You know, you're still like, okay, well, clearly this is not going to work with most creatures. If he says in this book that, hey, this doesn't work, or in the Dog's Mind book, it's not beneficial,
Right.
Start to notice things.
The principles of learning theory, which we cover in episode 27, they do apply to mammals, period.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the principles apply to other beings as well, like chickens. You cannot correct a chicken like you can correct a dog.
Yeah.
You can't necessarily correct a cat like you can a dog. You can't really correct a chicken like you can a cat. So there are slight differences, but the fundamental concepts of shaping and evolving behavior are the same. I mean, everybody can be classically conditioned. You can use operant conditioning in different ways for different things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, if you're trying to train your cat, your dog, your chicken, whatever, you got to be fair. You got to teach that animal what you're expecting of it.
Yeah.
And then you can apply some form of accountability depending on what kind of animal you have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The balance.
It's all a balancing act,
I mean, that's just for teaching, or that's for training.
Right.
I mean, there's a bunch of stuff we just read that was just non-training related. That's
understanding behavior.
Understand the individual or creature you're studying.
You can understand your animal, your dog, your cat, your bird, whatever. You can understand it better when you understand it.
Yeah.
Don't put your human perception on that animal. You know what I'm saying? You've got to view it as its own being, its own individual, its own personality, and its own species. Understand that species to the best of your ability. Respect it like that.
Yeah, respect it is the key word, and giving it space or whatever, cat. Individual.
Yeah.
Likes its solitude.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Some dogs are like that, some dogs ain't.
Yeah.
It depends on their raising.
Everybody's got their own personality, their own raising, all that.
Don't force your human wants upon it.
Right.
At all times.
Right.
Some is good.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So anyway, good discussion. Cat's Mind. Hopefully, this is detailed.
Good book.
We got a
if
lot
you're
of
interested in reading it.
We got a lot of detail on the Cat's Mind. I basically covered the major pieces of the entire book. You know what I'm saying, today in this podcast.
Yeah.
But if you want more, you could definitely read the book. Also, the thing about his books that I like, at the very back of them, he puts where he got information.
Yeah.
So he puts a lot of references to other books and other articles and research that was done. You can go look up these things.
Yeah.
This is how I keep finding other books to look into and read, by looking at these sections of the books.
Reminds me of when I did research papers.
It's basically the same thing.
I hated that part.
So anyway, good information about the cat. We are dog people. We are cat people.
We're starting to turn into just animal people.
Animal people. I mean, honestly, the animal world is just amazing if you look at it. We want to go back to our natural state.
Observe and study.
Observe,
animals.
study, respect. When your cat's eating a bird, it's nature.
Yeah, let it be, right, Chad? Just let it be.
I was gonna intervene, but it was too late.
Let nature take its course.
Yep. So, anyway. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Again, this is Pack Talk Podcast, sponsored by Canine Revolution Dog Training. I'm Chad. We got Ben. You guys can follow us on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Canine Revolution Dog Training on Instagram, at Canine Revolution Dog Training. You can follow Ben on Instagram at, what is it? Benji?
Big Boy Jabba.
Big Boy Jabba. You are Big Boy Jabba.
Big Boy Jabba.
I'm at chad.singer13 on Instagram. You can find us there. You can find us on Facebook.
Canine Revolution.
You can find you on Twitter.
You can find me. Don't look at me on Twitter.
Don't look at you on Twitter?
Don't look at me on Twitter.
Okay.
That's my private space.
You can find us on YouTube. Canine Revolution Dog Training. Got a lot of good content on there on YouTube.
Yes.
If you're on YouTube, leave us a comment. Let us know.
Or if you're listening on your
favorite podcast platform,
drop that 5-star.
Leave us a 5-star.
Drop that 5-star. Recommend it. Send it to your friend.
That's right.
Right. Oh,
right.
My friend's got a cat. Send him the episode right now. Hit the share button.
Definitely share this episode with every cat person you know.
Yeah. Actually,
listen to it while you're driving.
Yep. Share. Actually, you know what? Play this podcast when you're with your cat.
That's right.
So your cat can listen to it.
That's right. Your cat will understand you better.
Yeah.
And then if you want to support the podcast, go to Amazon. Canine Revolution Apparel. Get you a Good to Go shirt.
Iron Revolution.
Get you an Iron Revolution. Maybe we need a cat Iron Revolution shirt.
Whoa. that's actually a good idea.
Maybe we just need a cat shirt in general.
All right.
Like a pissed off cat.
That's a good idea.
Individual.
Big, juicy, yoked up cat. That's a good idea.
We'll think about it.
To put it in the pipeline.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your support and your feedback. And until next time, this is Pack Talk Podcast. Out.